global infrastructure is crumbling this evening as the Nintenbyte Podcast continues its unprecedented rise. In cities across the globe, fans are rioting. The Pentagon has issued a statement describing the Nintenbyte Podcast network as a pixel-based prophecy. Some say the rise was foretold, others say it's just a really good podcast. We're talking twisted nipples, milk, and a sock puppet who doesn't talk.
It's dangerous to go alone. Watch this.
Welcome to the Nintenbyte Podcast, bitch.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the greatest Nintendo podcast ever! Yeah!
Is that a Joy-Con in your pants, or are you just happy to see us?
Shut up! Now feel the power. Everyone, do you feel that?
Oh my god, I feel it!
You feel it too, Gamer. What is it?
It's the power of our podcast.
I feel it!
This is rad, Nintenbyte.
So rad.
Power. Now bask in their glory.
I'm Nintendo Brian. Oh, baby.
I'm Thunderstash.
I'm Gamebird Classic.
Nintenbyte rules.
Let's rock.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Nintenbyte Podcast Season 3, Episode 24. This is our Halloween special. That's why we're a little bit different if you're watching the video version. We also have a Halloween topic today as well. Halloween's a couple days away. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm in an alternate reality. We got two Marty McFlys.
Yeah.
And I'm not, this was not coordinated at all. There was zero discussion.
Yep.
100% surprise. Well, besides me, because I already wore this once this month. But still, damn. Damn. I did not expect two Marty McFlys, but it is what it is.
Well, wait. I'm the 1985. You're 2015. So it's definitely two different characters.
Yeah,
definitely. Definitely. There we go. There we go. See, good thing you put the hat on.
Yeah, right. Right.
Otherwise, we couldn't tell the difference.
No.
It's the same character.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man. All right, guys. We got a killer show for you guys today. 4 amazing topics, but of course, we have a lovely guest. Hey, Zelda, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing good. Happy Halloween, you guys. Excited to be here.
That's right. We got a Zelda topic today, too. Fun shit. There's a certain game coming next week. I don't know if people know about this, but if you don't, you're going to know by the time we're done. Then we got... I don't even know how to describe this. Marty McFly with those glasses? I don't even...
Yeah.
And that beard?
Yeah.
The grizzly beard? You got to get the grizzly beard going.
Did have
Anyways, how's it going, Eric?
Good. Yeah.
He traveled through time and something went horribly wrong.
Horribly wrong.
Yes. I ballooned up a little bit. I think this vest used to close at one point in time, but not anymore. I don't know. It's 5 years ago, and I got it from a thrift store. So, yeah.
All right. Oh, well, my shirt's popping on a little. Let's make sure the ensemble's correct here. All right. Then we got the Gamebird Classic. Now, who are you attempting to be? I think I know.
I'm not attempting to be anyone. I'm just Captain Bird, dude. I'm here for the Nintendo booty. That's all.
Okay, you're Captain Bird. See, I thought you might have been one of the Musketeers because you have the look. Like a D'Artagnan kind of look going.
Ooh, D'Artagnan. I like that. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Just saying, you got the beard and the hair for it. I'm a mustache.
I'm working on the mustache. I need to get what I need to get is that biblical beard balm.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Then we got 1985 Marty McFly. How's it going?
Hello, doing great. You know, guys, the usual busy. Man, it's up to like 1:00, finishing up the Dragon Quest 1+2 review. I forgot how long Dragon Quest 2 is. Like I misestimated it by probably 15 to 20 hours, which meant I was working like 18 hours a day.
Well, it's a classic like
God.
that. It's a classic like that. You know, you can go to How Long to Beat just to double check.
Well, you know, there's stuff I can't say right in the review, but there were a lot of things done to make the games longer significantly.
I know they added new content, so
Yeah, and it was significant, like big time. So yeah, tired, but I'm happy to be here. It's gonna be a fun episode.
awesome.
Oh yeah.
And then you have me, King Clickbait. How's it going, my peasants?
Yeah. I mean, you were already getting yelled at earlier today.
No, I've
so.
been yelled at for clickbait today. I got yelled at for clickbait yesterday. I'm gonna get yelled at for clickbait every day because I am King Clickbaiter. So, look, it was gonna be Master, but the crown and Master don't really go together. So,
Your costume almost reminds me of the costume of if anyone ever grew up watching Pee-wee's Playhouse, there was a character named the King of Cartoons. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit, which is a huge compliment because I'm a huge Pee-wee fan.
well, Renatus got our 712 in the chat, got my full correct royal name in there. King Clickbait, the master of baiters.
Ah, yes.
That makes sense.
I have a title that goes along. Anyways, how you guys doing? We just got rated, by the way, by Nintentalk.
Oh, nice.
Got a shout out Nintentalk. He's been streaming all day, playing a bunch of crappy games on the eShop. Like the worst games he could find.
Nice.
Thank you so much, buddy. All right. We have some killer topics today. So who is going to go first? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know why I did that because I knew where it was going to end up. Eric, let's have you go first.
Okay. Let's go with the age of imprisonment hype check.
Hell yeah. Start with the Zelda. Is it because she's dressed as... I see what's happening. You saw the Zelda. You're like, we got to go Zelda first. Yep. Got it. All right. Then let's just go to the Game Bird. Let's just go in order. Game Bird.
All right. You know, I'll take topic 3. Third-party support ramping up for Switch 2.
Okay. Well then, that leaves 2 Halloween-y style topics at the end here. Stash, which one do you want?
I will take the Halloween topic.
Yeah, okay. That's I kind of figured that was going to end up happening. That leaves me with Luigi's Mansion 4 rumor, but it's more easy to speculate and have fun, so it's going to be a good time. Dude, Luigi's Mansion 4. Sorry, I get excited. I love Luigi's Mansion. All right, let's go ahead then and get to our first topic. Eric, what the hell are we talking about?
Oh boy, we're talking about Age of Imprisonment that releases next week. It's a 44 gigabyte game, the largest published by Nintendo ever. Beyond this, they have playable demos at various retailers, new character reveals, what is going on, how are we feeling, how can this top prior Hyrule Warriors games, and how do you hope the story goes? And I mean, we just got to throw it right over to Zelda herself.
We can't start this with anyone but
right?
Let's guy sort of Alyssa, aka Princess Zelda.
Well, since I know what happens, I got to be careful. I can't say too much. I want to spoil it.
It's all right. I like spoilers. I got the nuts and the chocolate ready. Let's go.
So I'm like beyond excited. You know, I've talked about it before on the podcast. How when it was revealed, I cried and like lost it because I was so excited. I loved the memories from Tears of the Kingdom when you find out what she's going through, and I really wanted to experience that. So when we got to experience it, I was really excited. It kind of just like came so fast. I don't know if weeks are just flying by for you guys, but it's just like day after day, it's just like, oh my god, it's already here in 1 week. So I am super excited to play. And can we play the new trailer? Can we show the new trailer?
Look at that. We have a request from a guest. What is happening? I was not.
I'm gonna ask.
Shots fired, dude.
Dude, I wasn't prepared
Good
for this.
shots.
What's happening? I get it. The 5-day-old trailer.
5-day-old.
I think it's a 5-day-old trailer. I had to make sure. That I was correct on the days. Sometimes I don't know. My days are running together right now, but it's a great trailer.
Yeah.
Fantastic trailer.
But I love how they're like drip feeding on Twitter, like the characters and just kind of little things here and there.
2 new characters, no names, no explanation. Just here you go.
Yeah. And then like especially for the Korok specifically, how they put trying to lay down roots. I'm like, oh, he's probably gonna try to find a spot to at least start the Korok Forest. Like he seems like he's the first Korok. So I'm kind of interested to see how that arc plays through. Yeah. Sorry. I'm just like I want to play it pretty much, you know.
Did you have a chance to go play the demo?
I have not. I still need to go do my in-store pre-order at GameStop, so I'm gonna see if maybe they have a demo there. I'm gonna most likely go Friday.
Sure.
Part of me wants to like go check out the demo, but I'm also like, well, it's coming out in like a week. I honestly could just wait a little bit, but
yeah, I feel like they should put the demo up like a couple weeks ago. Would have been better, but
yeah. If it was a couple weeks ago or like a month before the game came out, I probably would be like racing to go try it out because that's how I was with Bonanza. I remember going to Target and I got there and they totally blue-balled me. They had the Switch 2 like out and they let you like go through the menu and showed you the games and you could click on it and get a description, but you couldn't try anything. I was like, okay, that's great. I'm like, I want to see. I was gonna get Bonanza anyway. I already had it pre-ordered, but I was like, I want to see it. I want to play it. I want to smash stuff. So that kind of sucks. So I'm like, smash stuff. So I'm like kind of worried. I'm like, am I just gonna have that feeling again? I'm gonna get there and be like, oh yeah, age of imprisonment, and then just nothing.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious about the Minoru amiibo though, because I know earlier this year they had mentioned that it was going to be like coming, and that led me to, I believe they said it was 2025, but I could be wrong. So that's what kind of pushed me to be like, well, maybe before it was revealed to come out in November, I was like, well, if the amiibo's coming out this year, supposedly, then maybe the game comes out this year. So we got the release date for the game, but not the amiibo. So it seems a little weird to have that come out later.
Sure.
But
yeah, that is weird.
That's something else.
Yeah, they do weird things like that. Like, I mean, at least when the Mario Galaxy ones are coming out next year, there's a movie. So okay.
Yeah,
you think the movie?
Yeah, that kind of makes sense a little bit.
Yeah,
but there's really no reason for it to come out after, like months after, unless they add DLC for some reason. But I don't see why this would need any DLC.
There'll be DLC.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to complain, but
was there DLC with Age of Calamity?
There was.
There was, yeah.
So they had DLC with that. They had DLC with the first Hyrule Warriors. So I guarantee there'll be DLC. They always do it with Warrior games. All right. I have a lot to say, but let's go to the Birdman.
Yeah, man. I'm really excited for this game. I mean, just seeing it, the art style, it looks so beautiful on Switch 2. And just like a lot of the impressions and feedback that's been rolling through over the course of the last 2-3 weeks, people getting to go hands-on and talking about what a different experience this one feels like playing on Switch 2 and how buttery smooth and creamy good the experience is with all the enemies in a way that the previous entries weren't able to be on Switch 1 with the lesser hardware. So it's going to be a different experience, but obviously, like, Zelda's my favorite series. So getting to revisit this world that I love so much and I care about so much, on top of that, get a more fleshed out story in a way that we don't get in the traditional games. Outside, obviously excluding Skyward Sword, which is a pretty story heavy title, all things considered. But watching this, the voice acting's great in it. Really like the dialogue from Ganondorf in this trailer. Really cool stuff. And yeah, I'm just excited to see where it goes, how each of the characters plays, and the different like combos that you're able to do, which is a unique gameplay feature in this one. But yeah, I don't know. Haven't been looking too much in the theory stuff, but everything we've seen in the trailers, this could be the best Hyrule Warriors to date. I am a little bit partial to the original because it has that multiverse aspect that really pulls from every generation of Zelda. And I love that. And I'd love to see them do something with DLC that maybe even pulls stuff from Imprisonment or Breath of the Wild into this game, for fun. But this looks like it's going to kick some ass, guys. I'm really excited to play it, and definitely a day one for me.
Okay. Stash.
Yeah, it is really crazy when you guys, right when we started the topic, you were saying, like it's coming out next week. That just hit me like hard. I'm like, holy shit. Like I literally looked at the corner of my monitor to look at the date. I'm like, I know what the date is, obviously. But it was just that realization, like, I can't believe that's next week. That is how everything has felt. I feel like this whole year, and we've talked about this so much on the podcast, going back to the end of 2024, how 2025 was going to fly by, right? Because we knew Switch 2 was coming. And then once Switch 2 hit, like we knew like the lead up was going to be busy. There's going to be a lot of directs. And then once it hit, it was just going to fly. And that's exactly what's happened this year. So my God, I am very excited. You guys know that one, I don't want to see anything, right? I know there's a demo at Target. I know people went to go play. To add to that, I think we all saw the rumor about Metroid Prime getting a demo. Metroid Prime 4, how it was rated by Peggy yesterday.
No, yeah. I missed that. Yeah. I've been busy working. That's wild.
To be clear, the ratings actually from all the way back in March before there were ever even media demos. It just recently got discovered. So it might not even be, just so people like understand, it might not be a demo coming to the system. We hope. But
yeah, it might not. There's precedence for it. Metroid Dread had a demo. And when I came back from the Switch 2 experience, that first podcast we had, what did I say? I said, all they need is a demo so everyone can try this. Like you have to put a demo out so you can get it, so you can understand these mouse Joy-Con controls. With that said, though, look, if Prime comes out with a demo, I would play it if the progress carries over. And I think if something like Hyrule Warriors came out with the demo and it carried over, I would, just to get a head start on the review. Outside of that, I have zero interest whatsoever in going to Target and playing it. I have zero interest in seeing any footage from anyone because, again, I want to experience this for myself. We're so close. We're right there, man. Yeah, I'll even say that. I'll even go as far as saying this so you guys can understand where I'm coming from. When Nintendo had emailed about that Switch 2 experience, I had said to Michaela when I was asking her, like, should we go? There was a part of me that was like thinking there's nothing like getting a console on launch day and having never played it. And then there's something to be said for playing it early. And then all you do is think about it until it comes out because you played it already, right? And that can be a little damaging. And I really took that into consideration and put a lot of thought into it. So knowing that I went to those lengths when it comes to games, there's no reason for me to play this. You guys understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'm glad you mentioned that because I've had the same sentiment. I think it's really cool. People have gotten to go out and play this. Target's not the environment that I want to experience this game in for the first time. It would be different if it was like a PAX, and you've got Nintendo staff and the podcast is all together and we're able to, share our thoughts and impressions. And it's a very like media centered thing. Whereas just going into my local with like the booger infested controller and
that too.
No sound and I don't know.
Yeah, the sound's a big one too.
Yeah, because you want to hear that iconic Zelda music, especially with Dynasty Warriors, because it's like 80s metal that they do
Yeah.
their soundtracks in, which is rad. So yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know.
there's a lot to be said for that, and we know that. I know that from going on the Switch 2 experience, trying to hear the Metroid music while I was playing that, and I heard a little bit of the classic music, but it's really hard to hear it. And same goes for PAX. So what's it going to be like at Target, right? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But we're just so close. I have no desire to go play it or to know any additional information.
Right.
And also,
Well-
there's a lot of video games out right now.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the good news is about the demo is it's not new. It's actually the exact same demo they had at Gamescom. So I already literally know everything and have seen everything in the demo because the footage is already out there. It's been out there for months.
I've avoided it this whole time, thankfully.
Yeah. So for me, there's literally nothing new in this demo that I haven't seen. If I do decide to go play it, it would just be to get a feel for the game. But I already know the little. There's hardly any story spoiled in the demo. It's like a tiny little tinge of so they don't even know what's going on in the depths. I'm like, okay, well that doesn't tell me jack shit. So cool, thanks. So they were very careful with this demo, and because bottom line is this is gonna be a very story heavy game, guys. All the Hyrule Warrior games have been very story heavy. 10 plus hours of cutscenes. If you want to know why this thing's 44 gigs, just look at the cutscenes. But not just that. Warriors games tend to be like 500 plus hours. Like, I want people to understand how big this game is if you're trying to 100% it. If you want to just get to the end of the story, you usually do that between 50 and 100. But they're usually pretty jam-packed. It's kind of insane. And sometimes you get to the end of the story and then it unlocks the opposite side of the story and you get to play as the bad guys on their side and experience the story from their perspective, which makes you want to actually experience it. You're like, hey, what's Ganondorf thinking this whole time? Hey, did the Gerudo betray him? Oh, did they? Well, then how did that happen? Why did they betray him? Like, we know it from our side, but what about from his? So, like, they did that one in Hyrule Warriors in particular. The Hyrule Warriors, the original one. So I think that it's quite interesting. Let me just start here. Am I hyped? It's my most hyped game of the year. I shit you not. Since this was announced, nothing else has really mattered to me. I'm going to be clear. I love video games. Donkey Kong Bonanza is amazing, right? Dragon Quest 1+2 HD came out. I still got to finish 3 before I hop into there, but I'm really excited to play those games. 7 Reimagined next year. Resident Evil, all the games we played at PAX. Dude, I am pumped. I have Cyberpunk. I got all this stuff I've been playing. I don't give a shit. This game matters more to me than that. I am 100%. If people want to call me a shill, I am a Zelda shill and a proud one. They could charge $500 for this game. I'll probably find a way to buy it. It is what it is. Don't do that, by the way, please. Please. They're not going to give you ideas, Nintendo. Please don't do it. Dude, they have a $200 vinyl album thing coming out. Shit, I wish I had that money today. I'm worried it's going to be sold out before I have the money to pay for it. Because I'm going to have to wait a month. And I'm putting it in the budget for my next month paycheck. I'm like, okay, please still be available because I will buy this a month from now. Please, 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 please. It doesn't come out till June next year, so I'm hoping that they're just taking as many pre-orders as they want for like the next couple months, and then they cut it off. But I'm hoping. We'll see what happens. That said, I'm so excited because, look, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are my 2 favorite Zelda games, and it has my favorite rendition of Princess Zelda. And even though, pretty much in both games, you pretty much spend no time with her, this game we do. This game is all about not just her, but Rauru and all the rest. And what happened in all those years that we see all the flashbacks to, but we don't really know the full story. We just kind of know, okay, so we kind of know where the story's going to go. We know what happens with Rauru. We know, that his arm is sacrificed. He sacrifices himself or whatever. We actually don't 100% know exactly how it happens. We know he obviously sacrificed his arm to keep Ganondorf at bay for all those years. But he still technically exists in Tears of the Kingdom. He's not dead. He's just like a spirit. And then he was able to give an arm to Link. But then, okay. So it's very to me, it's very much like we don't know 100% exactly what happened in that moment, only that the moment occurred. And then we know that Rauru had to make a great sacrifice. But we don't see a lot after that. So we're not really sure what occurred besides obviously what Princess Zelda ended up doing to get the Master Sword back to Link. So I feel like there's just so much unexplained. And this happens when you're just dealing with flashbacks. Just like in the original Breath of the Wild, there was a lot that went unexplained, which is why people were so excited about Age of Calamity until it did a timeline split and then it actually didn't explain jack shit. All the questions we had from all the Breath of the Wild flashbacks with Link, we still have those same questions because none of them got answered. But this time around, this is what's so exciting. From the moment they announced this game, they said this is the canonical tale of what happened. Canonical. It's canon. They've been advertising it as canon this entire time. People go, well, no, they did that with the last one. No. They said it's a prequel, and it's the only Zelda game that's going to happen during that time period. That was what was said. They never called it canon. I double checked every interview, every piece of advertisement. At no point was it ever advertised as a canon story. Just it's a prequel and it's the only game that's going to take place during that time period. That's it. They never said that it was going to be canon. Now, technically, you can argue it is. There's a timeline split, whatever. What happened in it could still be canon, but we just don't have a game that follows. You can make all the arguments you want. You don't have to argue with this one. From the get-go through today, canonical. That's how it's being advertised. That is so exciting to me because that means all these hours of cutscenes we're going to get are all legitimately part of Zelda lore officially. That is crazy. That is awesome. It deals with my favorite version of Zelda. Rauru. No, just put it this way. I know this isn't the Ocarina of Time imprisoning war mentioned, but this is an imprisoning war we get to. We're battling. We're fighting the imprisoning war. Like Zelda fans, you understand what's happening next week? We are fighting the imprisoning war. Like we've been dreaming of this shit since I was like 12 years old. And I know it's not that imprisoning war, right? It's not that one.
I always wanted to
liar.
This one might be predating that one potentially. This is like I've been waiting decades to fight the imprisoning war. And I know, again, it's not the one from my childhood, and I get that, and there could be some retcon, some other crazy crap going on. I don't really give a shit. We're fighting the imprisoning war, man. We're going back to a time when Link wasn't there. Although, is he there? I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. Or is it Spirit of the Hero? Because when they introduced that little mechanical version that looks like Link, it plays Fi's theme. Wait, so is this the Skyward Sword spirit coming back to try to set shit right? Are we drawing the connections in? Are we bringing it together? Is all this ancient technology actually from before Skyward Sword? All that technology that was mentioned in Skyward Sword in a time long past? Is all that tech from there? Because there are still enemies in this game. You know, there was a time we thought all this tech. You know, it says it in Tears of the Kingdom. All these constructs and all that, they were helping out the Zonai. They were built by the Zonai, but now there's only a couple Zonai left. What the fuck happened? Are we gonna get little teases on what happened to the Zonai? Why is there only a couple left? Why are all the constructs against the last couple Zonai left? They were part of the tribe that built the shit. Why are they attacking them? There's so much. I'm geeking out, man. This is so exciting to me. As we're watching Back to the Future, this is so exciting to me. I've been geeking out from the very beginning. And here's the thing. I really love the Hyrule Warriors gameplay. I always have. I've always enjoyed the gameplay. I know people think it gets repetitive. Dude, they offer the variances in all the characters you can play and all the different ways in which they can attack. That's what creates all the variance for you. And, dude, they put boss fights in these games. We've already seen a couple teased. My God, do they look good. Those boss fights look incredible. They look, dare I say, almost better than any of the boss fights in Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe as far as maybe Ganondorf one. Those boss fights look pretty insane. They might even be harder because the thing is, Koei Tecmo was not afraid to make their Warrior games difficult. Usually, there's difficult settings. You can make it as hard as you want. I'm really, really excited for this. I haven't played the demo mostly because. After watching other people play it, I realized, this is the same demo I already covered, right? There's nothing new I'm going to discover in it. So the only reason to really go play is just because maybe I want to drop an impressions video or something, like, whenever review day or preview day is officially, I could pre-make a video and drop an impressions video, but then they're going to have so much more information in theirs. I don't really want mine to get more attention than the people that legitimately have it and were able to like do real coverage, because then I'm drawing attention away from you actually learning something new and not something that I've already done or covered months ago. Right. So then it's like, okay, so just play it for yourself. Look, if I happen to find myself, I think the only place that has a demo unit's Best Buy. If I happen to find myself at Best Buy for some reason this week, yeah, I'll probably try it. But I don't need to. I'm good, because I already know what happens in this demo. The game's next week. It's literally next week. It's gonna be in my hands. Look, I'm not as pumped for this as I would be like a brand new Zelda game, a brand new 3D Zelda game, of course. If that's what we were talking about, not only would I be dressed as Link or Tingle or something like that right now, I don't know if I could do this podcast sitting down. Eric, you might be ready to stand for 4 hours, because that's what's happening. Or you can sit somewhere else. Go set yourself up. Go set yourself up at the other desk, because I'm going to be too hyped. I'm going to need to walk around and pace myself. I shit you not. When the new Zelda game is revealed, and then it could be next year. So I hope,
not to interrupt you, but I really hope the timing of the next Zelda reveal lines up with, it's like a direct day, same day as the podcast. Like I really hope we get to
do a bonus podcast just because the new Zelda was revealed.
Well, we do
absolutely. That's a
general direct. We do a bonus show either way.
Yeah. That's true.
But like we don't always do it for like the single game directs. Like we didn't do a bonus direct for bonus podcast for like the Kirby direct. I don't know if we'll do a bonus podcast if there's ever a dedicated Zelda direct, but I'm gonna be live no matter what happens. I'm gonna be live that night. If you want to make it,
I don't want to
do it, but I'm gonna be live.
Listen, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I kind of predicted on the show that this game would share the story of the events leading up to Tears of the Kingdom, and
yeah, he did.
I mean, kind of looks like that's what we're getting, guys.
Yeah, he did call it.
I'm just,
yeah.
What's funny, Nathan?
I laughed at the time that you said that, and I'm laughing at it again. Just I mean, you're speaking fact.
Also, just the fact that they leaked that cool Easter egg from, there's like the split frame in the trailer where it shows the Twilight portal and young Midna, appearing in the game is just really cool. And I'm just really excited to see what they do with that.
Oh yeah. Eric, you got any thoughts? I can geek out dude.
Go for it.
No, I'm good. Geeking. I'm good, because here's the thing. Not next week, but the week after, when we have our impressions show for it, we have Skysword coming on, and we have the Geek Apprentice. Obviously, I got to geek out with the geek here. See how that works?
I mean,
so
there is that. I mean, yeah, I'm super excited for this. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I'm getting there. Yeah, I mean, what as Gamebird said, it's definitely the story leading up to Tears of the Kingdom. So, it's going to be interesting to see, fill in the gaps between the cutscenes and things like that from Tears of the Kingdom, and see kind of how the story actually plays out and things like that. Jeepers, I lost my train of thought. God, I do enjoy the Warriors games. I've only played the actual Age of Calamity Hyrule Warriors.
So would you say you're a Warriors fan?
Yeah, I like the actual.
Fuck
Warriors
you. The
game.
Bucks are going to beat them tomorrow.
Fuck you.
I knew where you're going with that too.
I walked right into that one. I haven't quite gotten into the Bucks season yet, so I'm working on it. Even though it's looking pretty damn good.
Better than expected, that's for sure.
Right. But yeah, I mean, does this have the ability to be the top Hyrule Warriors game? I mean, yeah. I think this is one of the most anticipated storylines that a lot of people have wanted. So it's really going to be interesting to see how they pull this off and the different details and things like that, that they come up with to tell a story. It's now watch, they completely pull a fast one and it's completely rearranged and stuff like that. And you're like, wait a minute, I thought this was supposed to happen next based on the cutscenes. What the hell? Because Nintendo, Yeah. So, I mean, it's gonna be hopefully a damn good game. And Jesus. Yeah, I mean,
Take a breath.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
okay? Can you breathe over
Take a
there?
breath.
no.
Okay. It's okay.
I mean,
Well,
I didn't
good for
even realize that there was an actual thank you, Alyssa, for pointing out that there was another trailer. I missed it completely.
Yes. Yes.
Because I live under a rock.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
you don't. It's just proof he doesn't watch my YouTube channel. It's okay.
Duh.
I literally played the entire trailer with audio and I don't do that. People know I'll play some, like parts of trailers when new trailers drop. I never play the full trailer with audio, and I said, nope, there's voice acting. I ain't talking over this.
Yeah, there's that. Now, is it the same voice actors as
Yes.
Tears of the Kingdom?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Also, just want to throw this out here. It's not actually part of our topics today, but some Resident Evil 9 stuff leaked today, and then let's just officially announce some things, such as the fact that there's a Resident Evil 9 Switch 2 Pro controller. Just want to throw that out there. I know it has nothing to do with our topics today. It's be in my video tomorrow, but
I locked it down.
Yeah, I kind of want to lock this down myself, to be honest.
It's gonna go quick. The website was crashing when I went to check out. It was within the first like 5 minutes of the podcast.
Maybe I'll
I
have you
keep
lock on the
refreshing.
second one for me, and I'll pay you back.
Well, I think you can only get one.
Yeah, I guess one per account, I believe, if I remember
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah, it won't let me add anymore. Anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there, a little bit of news, but I'll cover that tomorrow on the show. If there's any still left to buy, it'll still get covered tomorrow.
Perfect. Okay, so I was actually stalling because we
Okay.
have a special guest.
Okay.
Oh, Snapple!
Hey, Joycey, how's it going?
What's up?
Everyone rejoice! The Joyce is here.
Juicy J?
Hopefully.
Maybe she's
Questionably.
here. She doesn't have her camera set up. I don't think she has
No.
anything set up.
No.
Isn't that what
Hopefully-
AVS called her? Juicy J.
Yeah.
That's so brutal.
I think I called her that once on a live stream, and then he just thought he had permission to do it. Now I'm like,
Oh,
dude,
Lord.
that's a friend thing. What are
Yeah,
you
right,
doing?
right.
What are you
Isn't
doing?
that isn't that like an R&B artist or something like that? Or am I?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
maybe she's
That's
still getting
right.
her camera ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joycey wants to come on and talk about this topic. Clearly, it's Zelda. Oh, she's almost ready. I can see.
Yep.
She's getting her
I'll be
camera. out.
right. I'll be right back, gentlemen.
Good thing
Okay.
before we move on to a new topic.
Yeah.
Because-
Yeah, I forgot part of my costume.
Right.
Well, there you go. See, we were supposed to have 2 females on today, and we're going to have 2 females on today. Love it. Ba, 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 ba. I have no idea what she's doing though.
Right.
You guys can't see
Yeah.
on her camera.
Yeah.
It keeps like changing colors.
I
It's
don't-
like she's rubbing.
It's almost like she's putting the
thumb
cap
across
on and
it.
off.
Yeah, right. She'll get it.
Yeah.
She'll get it figured out. She's done podcasts before, so
Yeah.
let's keep the Zelda conversation going. Then.
Yeah. I mean,
do I go back to geeking out because
Yes.
I totally will.
yes.
I can't help it. Dude, it's Zelda.
I do really like all the cool moves that they do together, and they showed a whole bunch of different ones in the recent trailer. I really like that, and the whole like they're keeping the hands theme, like working together and stuff. I'm cheesy, and I like that stuff. Like I love anime, and that's a big thing in anime.
How do you like?
Power of friendship.
Yeah, this is the power of friendship. That it really actually made me a little hyped because I didn't play the demo, but Andres Restart did. He said that Rauru just feels like the most powerful of all of them in the demo.
I love Rory so much.
And I'm
so
just like,
excited.
he should be. He's the
He's the king.
He's literally the king. Like we have the legitimate first king of Hyrule. Yeah. And we already know he's the one that sacrifices to stop Ganondorf. He has to be the most powerful of everyone on this side. So like he should feel powerful, and that's awesome. Oh, it's so awesome. Anyways, dude, okay. So I just want to I'll give a few predictions on the story here. guys, these are just predictions. We don't actually know what's going to happen besides what happened in Tears of the Kingdom. I think there's going to be a lot of really interesting things here because there's so many characters we never met in Tears of the Kingdom that are going to be in this. There's things like the Korok. You know, I've been wondering about the Korok and like, is it? Yeah, it's just a crackpot theory that HMK threw out there. Like, is it going to be the Great Deku Tree? Like, and I understand, guys. No, it can't be the Korok or the Kokiri. Guys, this predates Ocarina of Time. You realize this, right? This time period predates Ocarina of Time. The Koroks could have been around before and then went away and became Kokiri and then became Koroks again. Who really knows? It's Nintendo. They don't really give a shit about the storyline. They said it out loud in an interview. This is not me bullshitting you. They said it. So, you know, they'll do whatever they want, but it kind of makes me like, you know, there's a caption for him about setting down his roots somewhere. I'm like, oh shit, is this the Great Deku Tree?
I love the idea of that so much. Like I really love that. I hope that's true.
We're gonna like cry. We're gonna get so attached to the Korok towards the end. He's gonna be like, and now I need to do this for Hyrule. And he like becomes the Deku Tree, and we'll all just be bawling, or I will be.
I'll cry. Hey Nate, can you hear
me?
me?
We hear you, Joycey.
We hear you, Joycey.
Finally. Okay, good. I'm not gonna stay long.
As long as you want.
Well, thank you. I'll be on for the your podcast after Age of Imprisonment comes out. But I just wanted to say real quick on behalf of the Prime community, Nate, Tabby, Roger, you know, Stash, Eric, everybody helped. We went on the hunt for your most favorite and most anticipated game, which is Henry the Hamster 2. We talked to the developers. We tried to get you a 4K 120 FPS version. Did he leave, Eric?
No, he's here.
Make him come back. Get your butt back on camera off. So we tried, man. We talked to the developer and everything. Naturally, they don't have a dev kit yet. So as a community, this caused a very big issue. So instead, we all settled on getting you Age of Imprisonment on launch day. So that is a gift from the Prime community to you. Thank you so much for just letting us be our quirky selves over here. And we, of course, did not want to play a Zelda game without your input because we're not going to let what happened to Echoes of Wisdom happen again. We're just not going to let that happen again. So that's our gift to you. And Eric was so kind enough, and Birdie and Stash were so kind enough to let me come on and just explain that to you. And it's from the entire community. So yeah, and shout out to Tabby, who is the one that gave us the idea in the first place. So we got to play it together. This is the only Zelda we're getting until 2030. So yeah.
Could be a remake or remaster. Yeah, could be a remake or remaster.
Well, we got a movie.
Well, yeah, we got a movie. So, but at least this one we can all play together.
On the Stash, so we can all go together for his birthday.
Ooh, yeah.
Been debating on that.
Oh yeah, good point. And that's also a few months after my birthday. So yeah.
No, I've been debating on. Hey, do I just make the plan just to go as buds, go to the movie? We'll see.
Well, I'll just crash at Stash's house.
I'm out.
Well, so much for that idea. It scared him away.
Yeah, right.
Right, Stash. I won't ruin your birthday. I promise. Anyways, first off, holy shit. Thank you guys to everyone involved, however many people it is. Did not expect that. That's great. I'm the one that gives away copies. No one gives me shit.
Exactly.
I'm the one I gotta buy 3 copies next week for people. Like, holy shit.
And you still only have to buy 3 copies because Eric got all the details and everything. So, you know, Eric, this one's from us.
Physical. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Of course. Like, come on, what are we?
Right. I'll email you the stuff
details,
to pick it up.
The details, yeah. Okay.
I just pre-ordered it, and
sure.
I'll just tell you. I'll just put you down as the
pickup person.
Yeah,
sure,
not that hard.
Sure.
All right. I just wanted to tell you guys that I'll be on again for after Age of Imprisonment is revealed. But so thank you for letting me interrupt your podcast. I just wanted to tell Nate that. Y'all have a good night. I'm going back in the chat.
Thank you, Joycey.
Thanks, Joycey.
Thank you.
I'm getting kind of emotional. Can someone else talk for a little bit?
Yeah, no, like I said, I was just trying to stall because we had a couple people that were working that needed to get home, and yeah, that was really, I didn't lose my train of thought at all, even though it's very, very believable. I was just stalling.
Oh, dude, you know what?
What?
You sold me on that.
What? That I lost my train of thought?
Yeah, you did really. You might have a future in acting.
To be fair, he's lost his train of thought.
Oh,
like
I've
a
lost my
billion
train of
times
thought
on this
multiple
show.
times.
I know, but you sold. I know you have, and it felt like you literally did. That was very good.
Yeah,
very.
That's why I was
believable.
like, that's like, Eric, take a breath.
Right? I'm like, how the hell do I stall? How do I stall? How do I stall? Shit. I can't think of anything else. What the hell? I lost my train of thought. Fuck it. So
just next time, just act like you got a really bad cramp, like a Charlie horse. Grab your calf.
Yeah,
because everyone knows how shitty that feels.
Yeah, right.
To get a Charlie horse in your
brain
calf.
cramp. Yeah, so no, they Stash put them all in contact with me, and it was just I was like, all right. They were trying to figure out how to order it and get it to you before on.
I thought something was weird when you said we got a special guest, Joycey J. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing talking to Joycey J? What the fuck did this happen?
Oh yeah,
I already thought it was weird. I'm like, wait a second.
By the way,
as far as I knew, they didn't talk to each other.
If you check your Twitter, your Discord DM to her, the link is in the chat.
What link?
To the podcast.
In what chat?
Your Discord chat to Joycey.
What are you talking about?
I'm logged into Discord. Your Discord on this.
You're
PC.
logged into my Discord.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm just like, screw it. So I just
messaged her. You messaged her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you just said no.
It only shows me when there's new messages.
I know. I know. Yeah. Yeah. So it was just one of those things. They were trying to buy it and make sure that you got it on release day, and they were worried that if they bought it from like Amazon or anything like that,
it wouldn't arrive. Yeah, the physical copy wouldn't arrive.
I'm just like, I can pre-order it from local and just do that, and they're like, oh yeah, that works. So I literally went down to Best Buy and ordered it online while I was standing in Best Buy. So
well, thanks everyone that's involved. I don't even know what to say. People don't buy me shit. I mean, even in real life, like I don't get presents from people. Eric don't get me shit most of the time. Unless it's like, well, for my 40th birthday, there might be another depends.
Yeah.
But no, I'm serious. I'm the one always like, you guys have no idea, man. I'm the one always providing everyone else. My fiance sent me a very touching message today. Because I do a lot for a lot of people, and I don't get thanked for any of it usually, and that's okay because I don't do it for thanks. So it really caught me off guard when she sent me that message. And then for this to happen the same day.
Oh, man. I was just worried that you had already bought it.
No,
because you sent me the money, and I was like, oh shit, he got paid.
Yeah, I got paid, but no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know if I was gonna get it at all for myself. At least not day one, because the way the bills all worked out and having to buy the new washer and dryer and having to buy all the copies for the giveaway. I was kind of hoping that maybe Nintendo sends me one in the wee hours on launch day. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes there's no guarantee that they send me jack shit. But they did send me a copy of ZA that I just shockingly got at like 6 p.m. on launch day. I was like, well, maybe I'll hold out hope for that. Otherwise, I'm going to get jealous of everyone else playing, and I'm probably going to go DoorDash a little bit to get the money for it if I didn't have it. But no, seriously, guys, this is incredible. And look, bottom line is if Nintendo sends me a copy, I'll use it for one of the giveaways to whoever won. If they do send me a digital code, since I won't need it now, right? So it saves me money either way, because one of the giveaway items will just be what Nintendo's code if they do send it to me. But oh god, guys, sorry, like literally, no, my kids don't get me fucking presents. This guy's all morbid that no one gets me anything, but they're kids. Like, what do I expect them to do? I'm the one that's busting my ass supporting a family of 5 all the time, no matter what happens. And now I got people that have my phone number from my channel messaging me, probably saying congrats and everything. I have no idea. Just thank you. Man, I know, like this, guys. I know, like for onlookers that have no idea this was going on. What's the big deal? This is a big YouTuber. He does giveaways. He can buy his own stuff. All of that's true. However, certain people in my life know sometimes I put everyone else before me and don't get the thing for me. Like, this is my most hyped game of the year. I don't have it pre-ordered. Well, I guess I do have it pre-ordered now, but I didn't have it pre-ordered. And oftentimes I don't go get the physical copy. You know, I hope I get a free copy from Nintendo. And if not, I buy it last minute if I can't even afford it. And even then, sometimes I got to go sell stuff to make sure it's not going to affect my family. You know, like I have this whole thing here but this is my backup plan. If I didn't somehow have the money, was I have, this nice JSOX thing with like my physical Switch 2 games. If I had to go sell a few of them to get it, I would do it. Now I don't have to. So bottom line is, this means a lot to me. Thank you so much. And I think we still got a show. This is wild. I'm glad I'm not the next topic. We should probably move on to the next topic.
Next year, we just got to find a way to get Nate a copy of Wild Woody.
Oh, geez. I want a copy of that too.
Oh, man.
I gotta review that. When I get a moment, that will be one of my next retro reviews. When I have a moment to breathe, whenever that's going to be, please remind me. Otherwise, I will forget. But if you remind me, any of you guys, anyone in chat, if you remind me this, I will play that game.
For a brief moment, I thought it was a joke gift when she was going off the Henry Hansen. I'm like, did she find like a collector's edition somewhere? And Eric's about to whip it out of his fucking pocket right now. And I'm about to be like, God fucking damn it.
That would have been better.
This is all a setup for the podcast. He wanted to get my live reaction to a collector's edition of Henry the Hamster 2. Anyways, okay. What's our next topic? I think it's on Bird.
I should tell everyone this real quick. The Resident Evil Generation Pack for Nintendo Switch 2 just went up for pre-order. I'm checking out right now at Best Buy. $89.99 for 3 Resident Evil games, including the new one. Insane.
What? All 3?
All 3, and it comes in the box. 7, 8, and 9. I'm checking out right now. Yes, I am over 17.
I don't know. You sure about that?
Well, actually,
yeah,
I think I'm still in high school.
Yeah, right.
Send me the link. God damn it! I don't even know if I can afford this, but I can't. It's a killer deal.
Hey, you guys remember how when I was getting Switch 2, I was talking about all those Best Buy certificates, and how if you spend X amount,
you're getting it for the Best Buy certificate.
I'm applying $35, $45, $55, $70 right now in certificates.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta do it. That's a good deal.
I bought a few games with the certificates and then returned them. So the certificates would then restart with another 60 days.
Stash is
a
deal.
You take it to the big corporate companies. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Holy shit. All right, let's move on to the next topic. What is it? What are we talking about? What are we even talking about, Game Bird?
Is it the bird time? All right. Third-party support, guys. It is ramping up for the Nintendo Switch 2. We've got Assassin's Creed Shadows, System Shock, Fallout 4, commitments from Xbox, a third Final Fantasy VII remake game, maybe a fourth. Just absolutely crazy. I think this is something all of us expected. But I want to kind of start this topic off with Thunderstash, because I know specifically Fallout, this is something that Stash has been talking about forever. And he's just made a lot of third-party predictions. Most have come true already, and I'm sure many more will. I think a lot of this stuff makes a lot of sense. So I want to get Stash's thoughts on this, as well as what else you expect to come in 2026. Stash, take it away, man.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah. So, obviously we talked about EC Shadows, and long before the Peggy rating, we was talking about this last year, that the belief is that all the PS4 era Assassin's Creed games were going to be coming to Switch too. And last year I had mentioned that they all got next gen updates on PS5. And I felt there was a reason that they were going in and cleaning them up, right? It wasn't just for PS5, it's so they're port ready for Switch 2, which I still believe that. I think we're getting AC Shadows now because that's the new game. And they need to get it out now to capitalize on that because it's still a live game. They still have DLC coming out for it. There's still unreleased DLC that you're going to pay for, right? And so financially it makes the most sense for Ubisoft, which again, keyword financially, right? They need to capitalize and make as much money as possible. So makes way too much sense for them to get Shadows out now. And then after that, go to the backlog of games. And, there's plenty. I think there's about 4 or 5 that I expect to come to Switch 2. Obviously, there's going to be other stuff from Ubisoft. The Rabbids games will get that Switch 2 edition. There's absolutely no reason it won't. And I would presume that that's going to get released around the movie's window. So sometime next year. Again, the movie is like a magnet, right? And it's just raking in all that money. And anything attached to that magnet that's Mario is going to make more money. And so take that Rabbids game, attach it to the magnet, it's going to rake in the dough too. So it makes perfect sense there for Ubisoft. System Shock. All right. Yeah. So look, I love these games. More importantly, though, I love the studio behind it. Bro, Night Dive Studios is badass. They are taking all of the boomer shooters, which is what they're calling it. I mean, I grew up playing it. I'm not a boomer, but that's fine if you want to call me one. But look, we played all of these growing up. You guys did too. And it's interesting. There's so many games I've reviewed on my channel. And one of the games that I think I enjoyed, I wouldn't say the most, but like way more than I thought I would, is the Star Wars Dark Forces remaster by Night Dive Studio. It is so good. And it retained everything that made the original so great, but really brought the game to life. It took advantage of the haptic feedback, the speaker and the controller where you can actually hear, shooting the guns out of the controller speaker. You could hear the doors opening with classic door opening sound from the Star Wars movies. And it would come through your speaker. So cool. And so I think that all of these games that Night Dive's been releasing, which is a lot, the Turok games at 60 FPS in 4K, all of those are going to come to Switch too. So if you go to Night Dive Studios website and you look at all the games that have come out on PS5, I would expect all of those to come to Switch too. Regarding, Fallout, again, I was talking about this last year. And I looked at our podcast last year, and I was talking about Fallout 4. The first time I brought it up on the podcast was in May 2024. This is before we knew anything about Switch 2. But yes, I said I fully expect Fallout 4 to come to Switch 2. And then I said it multiple times thereafter. And I explained why. Explained the logic behind it. I don't need to hear any rumors on the internet to know that that's coming. And again, I don't know about you guys, but I do expect the other Fallout games to eventually come out. You give us one right now, that makes sense. Again, with the season 2 coming out. And with the Switch 2, it's just great because you can sit on the couch and play Fallout 4 while you're watching Fallout on TV. Dude, this is easy money, right? If you're a marketing manager, this is cake right now. Outside of that, Gamebird, I have my trusty list here that I have of potential Switch 2 games that I keep on here. And I've kind of just been checking them off, right, as we go, as they get released, because there's obviously there's a lot on here. Kingdom Hearts. If I
Mm.
recall, did that come out in November 2001? This is off the top of my head. It might have been 2002. I think it's 2001 though. And that would mean that next year is a significant anniversary for Kingdom Hearts, right?
2002.
2002. So as we know how anniversaries go, sometimes they're celebrated the year before. That way you have momentum going into the anniversary year. But something like Kingdom Hearts, actually having it physical, right? Which is key, not the cloud version. I think that's something that we see come over to Switch too. I think Dead Space comes over. I think EA
Ooh, I
will
like
bring that. I still think now look, EA is going through a lot of changes right now, so it's hard to say what they're going to do. And I'll even say that before it was hard to say what they're going to do. Logically, though, it makes a ton of sense to bring over the Mass Effect trilogy. I mean, this thing severely underperformed. I think I told you guys that I picked up like 5 or 6 copies of it for $5 each at Walmart. Like, that shouldn't happen. These games are absolutely amazing. So I think it could find new life on Switch 2. Diablo 4, again, talked about it quite a bit. Doom the Dark Ages. These are all games I've talked about. You guys have talked about too. Dragon Age. Look, we have to figure out if they're willing to walk away from this, right, and take their losses, because they've lost a ton of money on this game, a ton. They've lost money. They've lost a lot of things, not just money. Faith from the Dragon Age community. I think a lot of confidence has been lost. However, if you want to try again and try and recoup some of those costs, it would make sense then to bring it to Switch 2, bring it to the Nintendo community. Maybe it'll be more accepting of the game, right? Obviously we've talked, Elden Ring was on my list last year. That happened. Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Rebirth were on my list back in May 2024 when everyone said there's no way Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth could run on Switch 2. Maybe the remake, but not Rebirth. You guys know how many people said that to us on the podcast that were our guests and said, there's no way. And I said, no, it's gonna happen. And they're like, no, there's no way. You know what you're talking about. It's like, well, here we are, guys. Here we are. We're getting that Batman game, the Lego Batman.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put it past them, again, because they need to make money too. I don't know if you guys saw some of the reports about WB Games.
Yep. Yeah.
Possibly getting bought out. That's huge. This is Warner Brothers, bro. Like, I heard if I recall, wasn't it the whole thing?
All of WB is up for sale right now with, like, I think 2 bids have been denied, and there's speculation whether it's going to be just sold as a whole to a company or if it's going to be sold in parts to different companies. Like, one company buys the game division, the other buys their movies and series. So it'll be interesting I think it's more likely that it gets pieced out.
I do too. I think they'll make more money.
Not to
It'll
be on a
take
side
longer,
tangent.
though.
Sure, for sure. But I think Paramount has been like the strongest, like the most likely bidder so far.
They just laid off 2,000 people, I think, yesterday.
Right. I have a hard time seeing Paramount buying the gaming division and doing anything with it, personally.
I do too. So that'll be interesting to see, like, how that all plays out. And again, there's some companies that are going through some stuff right now, like EA, again, Warner Bros., even Microsoft to an extent. However, I do fully believe that no matter what they're going through internally right now and with their identity crisis, they know that they're going to be releasing games on Switch too. So I'm not concerned about them in that sense. But I was going to say, I would say that the Batman Arkham trilogy, right? Or all 4 of them, but the Arkham games would get a proper Switch 2 version. Now, we already know they perform better on Switch 2, the Switch 1 version, but I mean a legit Switch 2 SKU. Because again, easy money. They already did it with Hogwarts Legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they even said that in one of their shareholder meetings, that they wanted to dip back into Hogwarts Legacy for Switch 2 to see if they could recoup some costs based on all the money they lost from Suicide Squad. So it would make sense then to, all right, let's do something else that will sell, that won't take a ton of effort. We don't have to pay people a ton of hours to do this, to get these games running on Switch 2 better, because they already are by default. So you just need to go in there and fine tune it now. Halo Master Chief, I do still believe that's coming. I know that the Halo reboot was just announced, and it was announced for Switch 2, and some people are upset. It's still coming to Switch 2. Again, I would bet money on that, and I would bet money on the Master Chief Collection still coming, because that's very important to come over to Switch 2, to come to a Nintendo console, just given the history of it. Hi-Fi Rush, I do still think that's going to be coming out. Again, Indiana Jones, I had that on my list. Talked about it in my review. Here we are. That's coming out. Mafia. I think the new Mafia will come to Switch 2. Just give them a little bit of time with that dev kit. I think Metal Gear Solid will come. Metaphor ReFantazio. Mortal Kombat. Ninja Gaiden. Oblivion Remake. I had Persona 3 Reload on my list. That just came out. Red Dead 2. Best believe it, that's coming. All the Resident Evils I had on my list, those are coming. Sea of Thieves, still believe that's coming. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, both the Jedi games, I think those are both coming. Starfield, 100%, I believe that's coming. Street Fighter was on my list, that's already out. Visions of Mana, I think that comes over. And I think we get Blades of Fire by, Mercury Steam. I think that comes over. That underperformed, and it's a good game. Those are some of the games. I know I gave you guys a lot there. It's probably more than you asked for. However, I can't go 50%. I gotta go all in, man. And we have to have an account for this, right? So for everybody, if you want to know what's going to happen in the future, earmark this episode, because I've already been there. Look.
Okay.
I got my time circuits on.
Here we go. Well, I got
stuff from.
That is great.
Yeah.
Right. No, go ahead.
No, take it away, man.
Oh, well,
you're primed and ready.
Look, I don't have much more to add. Stash kind of put everything out there. Look, third-party games are going to be huge in 2026. We've heard from numerous people. Just throw out there like, oh god, Kiwi Talks. He's put out there on Twitter that like it's going to be the year of AAA third-party 2026, and this is just stuff that he knows that he's not saying publicly because he knows a whole bunch of developers. We've heard others out there. I've heard a couple things for some games that haven't been announced yet. I know Paul Gale's heard some stuff, and I'm sure some of it hasn't been announced yet. Like everyone's hearing from these major third-party developers that there's just a lot coming. And a lot of it comes down to, and this is what we found out from Kiwi Talks, Microsoft, they didn't have dev kits for very long. They got them this year. They haven't had them for very long, maybe a few months. And that explains why basically nothing's been announced really from them until Fallout 4 now, and obviously Indiana Jones. That just means they didn't have the dev kits for very long. So now they probably do. And they probably have as many dev kits as they want at this point at all of the studios. So all those Microsoft games are going to be coming. We know this. We heard commitments from Phil Spencer. We heard commitments from the CEO of Microsoft even saying that. Now, CEO didn't say Switch 2 in particular, but he said everything. It's coming to everything. Well, okay, that would include Switch 2. Switch 2 is part of that everything, right? So, yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised like the new Halo that was just announced. You know, the bringing the story back. I wouldn't be surprised if that finds its way over because hey, what a great way! If people think it's a great way to introduce PlayStation gamers to Halo, it's just a great way to introduce Nintendo fans to Halo. Start with the OG story, you know, with the more modern gameplay. Which whether or not you like those gameplay changes that happened on like Halo 5 and above or not, bottom line is that is the way Halo plays today. So it's a good way to introduce people to modern Halo and classic Halo at the same time. Doritos Collisions. What the hell is that? Cooler Ranch and Nacho? No,
Yeah, these are I got them from the 80s.
Very nice.
Well, I mean, I'd agree with you if Stranger Things wasn't a modern day show about the 80s.
Stranger Things is in the 80s, dude. What are you talking about?
It's on Netflix, which didn't exist in the 80s. Sorry, I'm getting too technical. It is an 80s reference, obviously.
Oh my god, these are good.
Yeah, I was gonna say
right?
those sound really
amazing,
good.
Yeah.
What's
Holy
the
crap.
other flavor? What's
Pizza
the
and
other
Cool
flavor?
Ranch.
It's pizza. Oh my
Pizza
god.
and Cool Ranch. Yeah.
Oh my
Dude,
god. I bet that's
Secure a
phenomenal.
bag. Secure a bag. I'm not even kidding. This is so good.
Where'd you get it? Like Target, Walmart? Something?
Walmart.
Walmart?
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, maybe I'll make a Walmart trip tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Same thing.
I got chills right now. These are so good.
Dude, this is
my
such
my
bullshit,
body's
dude.
reacting to this right now.
This is so upsetting right now.
Why? Did you not have a Walmart?
I feel like I just took a bite of pizza at Pizza Hut in the 80s after, you know, like
here we
I
go.
turned in a book report or something. I got that free
Dude,
pan
80s
pizza.
and 90s takeout pizza, the best, man. Did Pizza Hut personal pan sometimes and you earn that shit? Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way you could get the parents to go, right?
Yeah, because
That's how
they
you
were
talk them into it. So like, I ain't paying for that. It's
I
like,
ain't paying for that. You don't gotta. I earned this shit. It's a
I
free.
earned this. I'll give you a bite of mine.
Yeah, no, I remember my dad said, well, did you earn enough for the whole family? I'm like, Dad, you work at Domino's. It's like, well, did you earn enough? I'm like, yeah, I got 3 of them. I got 3 of these slips. You each want one? Here you go. We all went to that personal, man. It was great. But no, third-party games. I'm stupidly excited for a lot of stuff coming out. Obviously, we know Final Fantasy VII. I expect Rebirth is probably going to arrive next year as well.
It has
Because
to.
it's been in the works, and I know they're going to want to get it out before the third one. And
Exactly.
I don't know if the third one's going to come out next year, but it could be 2027. And if that's the case, then Rebirth maybe. It kind of all depends. We don't really know when like it sounds like it's pretty far along in development and probably going to be day one on Switch 2, which is what it should be. It's just, you got to get Rebirth out before then. So I don't really obviously know when their timeline is. Could be next year, could be 2027. Who the hell knows? But Rebirth should be next year for sure. On both Xbox and Switch 2. And then, there's I'm going to keep bringing this up. It's not going to be next year. At least I'd be shocked if it was. When the hell is Dragon Quest 12 coming? I'm going to keep bringing it up until we hear about it again.
It's on my Excel list. I looked at it. I'm like, I'll let Nate say that one.
Yeah. Dragon Quest 12, man. When? Look, I'm not even a big Dragon Quest guy. I technically haven't even started playing Dragon Quest ever yet. I have 3 purchased and downloaded, but I haven't played it yet.
This is why I said that in my review at the end. At the end of the review, I said, look, real talk. For all you people that I've talked to that haven't played this game before, now is the time, the perfect time to jump in. And I was thinking about you.
Yeah, because I'm going to play 3 first because it's a prequel. Then I'm going to go 1, 2. I'll probably do 7 next year. Reimagine because it looks really cool. But 12, man. What's going on? And I know, I get it. Development hell could have switched platforms. Maybe you originally were considering Switch 1 when you were developing it. Switched over to Switch 2. I get that, but you're making it for other platforms as well. That might have changed what you want to do because there's more power now because your bottom end is Switch 2. Maybe there's just a whole, Square was going through some tough times. You need to force out some remasters and remakes for a little bit here. Maybe put it on pause on the shelf while we, make a bunch of money. Dragon Quest has always been profitable for them, especially in Japan. So it's got to be coming at some point here. Obviously, the longer they wait, guys, the more pressure they're putting on themselves because 11 was so Like I haven't played it, but it's so beastly compared from like everyone has been telling me. Like it's such a good game.
It's one of my favorite JRPGs of all time, and I don't say that lightly, but I will say that it's top 5.
Yeah,
for me, like with games like Chrono Trigger.
I feel like that's what everyone says that's played it.
It's again, I platinumed this game going into it with not having that in mind, but again, it was like this is so good that I want to see absolutely everything here and spend as much time as possible without like spending time doing nothing, because I don't like doing that in games either.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, I'm telling you, that Dragon Quest 11S, you have to get the S version, because that's the one because there's the regular version, and then there's the S that came to Switch, and then that version was then ported over to PS4. There's a difference, a massive one, with the music, the fact that S, you can play the game in 3D or 2D on the fly.
Yep.
Like you can go back to like the Super Nintendo basically style top down or full open world 3D. Crazy, right?
He's not kidding when on the fly. It's on. I've seen people do it like in streams. It's just instant. It's so cool.
On the McFly.
I was going to say you could say on the McFly.
But yeah, no. I don't know if we're going to hear Dragon Quest 12. I don't think it's coming out next year. But could we hear about it? Could we finally see a new trailer for it? That'd be extremely hype, especially coming off 7 Reimagined. You know, that E3, that summertime. You know, get it back in the minds of people if it's coming anytime soon.
Next year, 40 years.
Yeah.
That's a good opportunity to finally show it, right?
Show it. Even if it doesn't come out, it's fine. Show it again, because we haven't even seen it. We only seen the logo, you know. Actually show it, reveal it, blow our minds, say 2027, 2028, whatever year you think it's coming, you know. I don't know. We'll see. Setting that aside, you know, there's going to be so many. I think what a lot of people on Switch 2 are waiting for all the day and date releases. Like we're getting it with Resident Evil 9, right? People want to start seeing that be more often, because that was the one thing on Switch is like, we got some major third-party games. Very few of them were day and date. And that frustrates people, because especially when they're like story-heavy games, you know, you can be spoiled on everything before you even get an opportunity to buy it if Nintendo's your only platform, right? And I know people like laugh about it, but there are millions of people where Nintendo's it. They don't play on PC, they don't play on Xbox or PlayStation. So it's a big deal to have things day one for those people. I think people don't fully understand, if you are a multi-platform gamer, that like a lot of people aren't. Video games are expensive, and they're only getting more and more expensive. People can't afford to have PS5s and a Switch 2, PCs and a Switch 2. Like it's a lot of money. People just don't want to commit to that. And then the games are expensive, right? So we talk about how Nintendo's games are expensive. That's not just them. EA's games, Ubisoft's games, Sony's games. And you can wait for sales, of course. A lot of people do wait for sales. There's sales going on right now for Switch 2 games, even once Nintendo released.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point, Nate. You know, we're seeing prices go up on everything right now, even, you know, outside of video games, food, cost of living, all that stuff. I think the disparity between people who have one console and 2 consoles is going to get bigger and bigger with each new generation. And I think this generation specifically, you're going to start to see more of that. I do feel like, you know, when Sony or Xbox and Nintendo all used to be a bit cheaper, it made a lot of sense to have like your primary and your secondary. But that's a great point. I didn't really thought about that.
Yeah. So like it's interesting, because I know a lot of people when they bought Switch, and this happened, you know, especially once the Switch Lite came out, there was a lot of people that said, hey, we're going to buy this as a secondary platform. PC gamer, especially, you know, you have Witcher 3 on PC, cross saves with Switch. But in today's world, I feel like less and less people are going to be cross-platform. So I think it's even more and more important to have day and date releases. So I'm hoping that Resident Evil 9 Requiem is like a sign that that's what we're getting to. We're getting to the day and date. Yeah, I'm going to start expecting Capcom future games to be day and date, because they're the ones setting the precedent with Resident Evil 9. Microsoft, I think it's going to be a little bit because they're behind on day and date, but eventually we're going to get day and date Call of Duty. I'm hoping that's next year. that's in a contract. It has to be day and date. So the reason that you guys wonder why we don't have Call of Duty right now, if they didn't get dev kits until this year, let's say they got dev kits 3-4 months ago. Well, there's no way in hell we were going to get Call of Duty this year then, because they promised in the contract day and date. They aren't going to get day and date done this year. But for next yeyear's Call of Duty, that could be on the table. They'll have a year and a half with the dev kits. It's very possible that next year we have that happening. So I think it's going to be more and more 2026. We're going to get a ton of third-party announcements. Yes, some of it's going to be some older games, maybe Baldur's Gate 3 or something like that. But we're going to start getting some day and date announcements as well for the second half of next year and maybe even into 2027. We'll start seeing. I think what's happening now after it might start as soon as the Game Awards, by the way, because once we had that Indiana Jones announcement drop in the opening night live, that's the first time we since the Switch 2 Direct in April that we had a big third party game get announced for Switch 2 in someone else's event, which means it feels like the veil must be coming off. Any restrictions Nintendo had on those reveals must be coming off now as we get further and further away from launch, which means the Game Awards could have a shitload of Switch 2 logos attached to some of these big games that get revealed, and even some of the indie games that get revealed potentially. So I also know that obviously it's been a kind of a slower rollout. We've heard the reports. Nintendo's not really getting them out to the indie devs. It might still be a few years before indies are just flooding the Switch 2, which might be by design. We've been hearing that might be by design. Nintendo's trying to feature the AAA more because I think it makes their platform look better. Okay, cool. Nintendo's logic is probably, hey, if you're going to put your game on Switch 1 and Switch 2, then you don't really need a Switch 2. I understand that logic a little bit. But also, Silksong at 120 FPS is pretty nice. They clearly got a dev kit. So it's like, yeah, it's still really good on Switch 1, but like there is something to say for taking advantage of the higher resolution and the higher frame rates, even if that's all you get on indie games. Unless we're just get more of those campfire games. Chilling by the fire. I'm just saying, might get some more of those games. By the way, I don't even want to insult that game. I haven't even tried it. So maybe there's a lot. Maybe my whole audience right now is chilling by the fire. I have no idea.
I mean, you are.
Yeah, fake fire. Of course, that's a fake fire too. You know what? Yeah. All right, we're all chilling by the fire. I mean, you're not. You're chilling by the morning fly.
I'm at 1955, man.
Yeah.
I'm not chilling at all.
It would have been hilarious if when you walked off camera to like grab those chips or whatever, if you would have came back in his suit from 1955. I would have been like, what the fuck? He's got multiple Marty costumes going on.
Right. It's November 5th, 1955 right now. I heard there's supposed to be a big storm tonight.
Yeah, I heard so. Yeah. We got to capture that shit. They don't make what we need anymore in this age. Anyways, yeah, so I'll just leave it at that. I could talk about third parties all day, of course. I just think we have a very exciting time from the Game Awards on forward. I think we're going to see maybe a handful of announcements at the Game Awards, but I just think moving forward, we're going to see so many. And 2026 is going to either have a bunch of releases or a bunch of announcements for future releases, or both, which is what I hope.
Speaking of the Game Awards, if I recall, I know I have my award, I think, over on the shelf for winning the Game Award predictions. Two things I want to bring up now that we're talking about this. One, we need to make sure we do it as the podcast, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Gamebird. And two,
at this time, yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, Gamebird, don't forget what you talked to us about picking
fantasy.
The games. Yeah, the fantasy.
Good.
Yeah, because it's almost November.
Yeah. No, well, I'll remember. I've been playing every year for like the last 4 years. This is my 4th year playing. Dude, I'm about to decimate for the first time ever. I've had a lot of bad luck with delays and stuff like that. I'm about to decimate. But yeah, I'll definitely remind. And I look forward to I'll be at the Game Awards this year. So when I'm schooling you
You'll
clowns,
be there?
Yeah, I go every year.
Oh man.
Yeah. Dude, it's a quick drive for you. You should make a trip. Come out with Michaela.
I talked to Michaela about it last year when we did the live stream, and she was like, "Where is it?" I was like, "It's in LA." Like, have you ever thought about going? I'm like, I have.
Yeah.
Like, I think it
Oh,
would be
Dale,
fun.
You
It's
got an extra
tempting.
bedroom, buddy?
Yeah, right.
I might be making a flight in December.
No, me and my best friend, we've been going every year for like the last, like, I don't know, however long it has been since they rebooted it. 6 years, maybe,
Since it
we've
got off
gone to
Spike TV.
since it got rebooted at the Microsoft Theater in Los
Trying to forget
Angeles
that
and
era.
not Spike. That was when it was the Video Game Awards, I think.
Yeah.
That's what they called it back then. Yeah,
Sam
I've gone
Jackson
every year.
hosted it once.
Yep, that's right. With all the monster sponsors and all, like, all the weird. Yeah, it's so weird.
I
It's a
sat through
weird
that
time.
whole thing.
Brutal.
It reminded me of the
la-
final E3 that they did digitally, where it was like 90% sponsors.
Yeah.
And then strangely, Ubisoft with like walking simulators for like 2 hours. I don't know what the hell that was about. That was weird times.
But anyways, let's we'll talk more about that as the time draws near. But let's jump over to Sky Swords. Alyssa, what are your thoughts on all the third-party games that are coming out? What are your expectations for 2026? I'm pretty sure I could think of at least one game that
Yeah,
you'd be
I think you will
thrilled
probably.
about. I won't say it, but let's just say it begins with an E and ends with a 3.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I was thinking Clair Obscur Expedition
Oh,
33.
sure,
but,
sure.
you know, yeah. I definitely feel like we could see that coming next year. I really would hope for that to be coming soon. But as far as like games that are announced, I think so far just Final Fantasy is the only one I'm particularly interested in. I'm not too into Fallout or I can't remember what the other one was. That was actually, I lied. Assassin's Creed Shadows. I am kind of interested in Assassin's Creed Shadows. I haven't played Assassin's Creed since Black Flag, so I was kind of interested. I didn't get it on PS5 because I was waiting to see if it came to Switch too. So there is that one that I'd like to get into, but I hear it's very long. So we'll see. But another game, since you guys were talking about the Game Awards, it reminded me that last year we had Okami 2 like teased. So I'm wondering if maybe we see that again this year, and maybe we get a release date, and that's coming out next year, and then maybe we get the Switch 2 logo on there. That would be awesome.
Fingers
I would love
crossed
that.
on that.
Yeah, like even if it just says 2026, that's fine. Or even if it doesn't, if we just see something, that's still cool too. But yeah,
absolutely.
I think,
Okami's in my top 10 games, I think, of all time.
oh yeah,
maybe top
definitely.
5. I love that game so much. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was going to be one of my predictions. I mean, guys, it's the Switch. That game's gonna thrive on a system on the Switch.
Definitely.
Great prediction right there. I love that.
Yeah. But I think Stash and Nate pretty much covered all the other ones. I just wanted to throw those two out there specifically. Although I am looking forward to Oblivion coming, but we know now about Microsoft not really having dev kits for that long. And I think I saw like part in an article about that they're having issues with Unreal Engine 5 and optimizing it, so that might be part of the reason why. So I don't know. Am I misinformed, Nate?
No.
I saw that too.
There's been horror stories about how hard UE5 is to
God.
optimize for a lot of developers.
It's kind of unreal though. Like, I don't know if I even believe it.
Yeah.
I can. Looking at code gives me a headache. I did animating for like a little bit in high school because we had a program. And I was just like,
Fortnite's well optimized. I'm like, yeah, congrats. The makers of the engine know how to optimize their own engine. Who knew?
Right.
Who knew?
Yeah, I took back in college. I took a class in game development, and I dropped out after the first week. I'm like, there's no way I'm letting this class ruin my favorite hobby. There's like no way.
Right.
I can't have the job that I want. You got to build up to the ideas. But man, I'd make a weird. I'd love to have a job at Devolver Digital. I feel like I'd love to like work on their like direct team, like plant storyboarding and planning out their directs. Oh man,
Dude, they know how to party.
They know
better than anybody.
Party.
We were, dude. Look, I don't, especially at my age now. Like I don't drink much, right? 2017, when we were at E3, like we partied with them again all 3 days, all day. As soon as the keg was tapped,
hell yeah,
ran dry. They were coming in with a new keg. Like, there's other things I can't even talk about. Those dudes know how to party. I like them a lot.
I need to hear.
Me and my partner have been playing Cult of the Lamb a lot. We got to the end of it. We have like post game, so I think they're one of like the main people that worked on that game. So I can believe that they like to party.
Scooby's Snacks. There we go.
Michaela just came home and tossed this to me.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We get everything we can get from the 80s. Go. Oh,
Let's
there's
go
more.
around
There's
our-
more. Oh.
Let's go around and do a Scooby laugh to celebrate the moment. Starting with you, Nate.
No.
No. Eric, you're up.
Oh, I missed the punch.
Oh shit. Yeah. What for Scooby laugh or freaking
Yeah.
Oh god.
Thank you.
Oh god.
He wants
Why?
to
Getting all
laugh.
the goodies.
Holy shit.
The Reese's?
Damn.
Did she
I
go
don't know what's
trick-or-treating
going on
tonight or
here.
something?
Apparently,
Halloween party at work?
probably.
That could have been what happened.
Yeah.
Loaded up.
Everyone in chat, type the number 1 if you want to see Nate and Eric do Scooby laughs.
God.
Everyone in chat.
It's not happening. It's not
One
happening.
of the best punches in film, right there.
Right.
Ever.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, really. Like, you know how much I love Rocky. Seen a lot of
Oh, yeah.
punches.
Exploding.
That's one of the best ever.
Chat's exploding, ladies and gentlemen. Mass explosions.
Why don't you do it since you're the one that wants it done so bad?
This isn't about me. Don't twist this
Came back.
Don't twist this on me. So what's the matter with you?
Don't twist my nipples. Wait.
Dude, you like things twisted, I heard.
That's like an old lady in a wheelchair saying, "Will you get the door for me?" And you being like, "How about you get it for me?" Like
Did you
basically
just
the
compare
same
this
exact thing.
situation to an old
Oh
lady?
my god.
I feel like these comparisons are a little off. I don't know.
Oh god.
Okay, fine. I know Alyssa will do it. Alyssa, take it away. Best Scooby laugh.
I'll do a Yoshi instead. Will you take a Yoshi instead?
Yeah, I'll take a Yoshi.
Okay.
It's a Yoshi dressed as Scooby for Halloween. Let's do it. There we go. Not too bad.
That's really good.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
pretty
Are you
good.
like the voice actor for that? I didn't even
I said cast me, and my friends agree.
I mean, if the Mario
Thank
movies
you.
are
There you go.
looking for casting.
Yeah, if they're looking for new voice acting.
Nintendo, you watch this show, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I do.
Let's go. Hire her on. She's looking for work. Let's go.
All right. Eric, thoughts on third party? Take it away, my friend.
Oh gosh.
And
Well,
put that dirty sock away.
yeah. No, freaking I had to morph from Marty McFly to extremely warm podcast host because holy balls, I was roasting. And if I didn't take off
Well,
the Marty
Fire in the background.
Wait, I
It's
was gonna
making
say,
it
what do you
hot.
expect? Yeah, you got the fire
Yeah,
going
right.
back there.
Yeah, right. If I didn't take that off, I may have passed out on screen. So,
He's
yeah,
cooking, dude.
wearing shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let me just tell you, how did people in the past wear stuff like this all the time
don't
in
know.
like 100-degree heat?
I don't know.
Like no problem. They just sweat and don't care.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just
Good
pansies.
question.
Did you think about that?
Yeah,
We're
we
just-
are.
And they didn't even have deodorant back then either.
No, they didn't. You would
No.
Imagine that.
So third party games. Since
Or
I-
toilet paper.
Oh, here we go.
right? Got to get up the horsehair brush. Oh Lord.
The horsehair brush. Brutal, dude.
I can't.
So in my ample amounts of gaming time,
Oh,
I
God
play
forbid you-
all of the
God-
third party games that come out.
God forbid you grab the wrong brush.
Right, here we go.
Porcupine quill. Oh God.
No, I meant using the wrong brush for your hair.
Oh, that one too. Yeah.
What, you just
Yeah.
rub it with a chip?
Yeah.
Did those exist back then?
Dude, that is, I don't know if you can see it, but this is absolutely caked.
Yeah,
It was very orange. It was very
Oh my
orange.
God, yeah.
It's very
Insane.
Stash is so impressed.
so
with this bag of
excited.
Doritos. It's like the greatest bag of Doritos he's ever had in his life.
Oh man. So yeah. No.
He
with,
lost something.
I'm running over some Scooby snacks.
oh shit. Rororagi.
There we go.
There you go.
Finally, someone with the courage.
Yeah, this is the
There we go.
This is the person
Doesn't matter
who
how
made
good
the
it
challenge,
is.
he won't do it himself.
I just had to get to it. I can't just do it on the spot.
Yeah, he's more of a in the moment kind of
Yeah,
person, not a on the spot kind of person.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah. And so, the all the third party games that I play, I think if I looked at my Switch 2 library, I don't know if I have. No, I do have a third party game, but
Which one?
Cyberpunk.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't. With my little game time that I have, I'm more focused on my actual Nintendo published games. But I mean, I'm happy that we're gonna get hopefully pretty much anything and everything coming forward. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with third
What
party
third
games.
party game would you actually buy?
Let's see. NFL Blitz, NBA Jam,
There it is.
Snowboard Kids.
Snowboard Kids, yeah.
Yeah. No, you got to get those back. So,
I'm trying to think what else. Trying to think for you what you might buy. Do you care about the Halo campaign at all?
I mean, I liked Halo 1.
Yeah, I know you played it.
1, 2, and 3. I've played them. I mean, yeah. Would I play them again? Maybe. I got more stuff that I got to finish up from actual Nintendo games, and then adding Age of Imprisonment on top of it. It's like but yeah. So it's yeah. I'm just hoping we get a ton.
Yeah. I mean, look, options are always good. That's the thing. Like, there might not be nothing you're interested in right now or aware of, but that's just what the announcements are for. As an example, years back, you would have never thought you were going to play Plucky Squire.
Oh, no.
And that got announced out of nowhere. And you're like, dude, this game's insane. I got to play it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you never know what's going to get announced.
Right.
So you might want to deep dive.
Right. And I just like seeing the announcements too. It's yeah, like you said, you never know what the heck's going to come out, and that's going to absolutely trap my attention and pull me away from the actual Nintendo games. So I'm not saying I won't ever third party game, but it's not at the top of my list at the moment. So yeah.
Hell yeah. A lot of great answers. I think the big thing here is that it's not really surprising. I mean, I think all of us fully expected really strong third party support on Switch 2. During the time of Switch 1, before we got our Switch 2 reveal, my thought process was Nintendo shouldn't chase extreme power. They should make something that's affordable and just powerful enough to be able to play these big third-party games without a big apology attached, like we saw with Hogwarts on Switch 1, where it's it runs poorly, it looks like there's Vaseline all over the screen. It needed to look just good enough and run just smooth enough to be like, hey, this is pretty awesome for a hybrid device. Secondly, Nintendo's at the height of its popularity. So the fact that they have a console now that's, comparable to the Series S as far as what can run, there's no excuse for third parties, especially a lot that are having struggles selling their games and doing layoffs and having sales expectations that are really difficult to meet with the cost of development. It's just a no-brainer. So none of these announcements are surprising at all to me. I think a lot of us expected to see these games that have been getting had announcements trickling out over this year. And I fully expect to see it just continue that momentum and see more stuff that's day and date. Like you were mentioning, Nate, I think day and date is going to become the most common we've ever seen on a Nintendo platform this gen, which is really exciting. Like you said, there's a lot of people now with the higher costs who can't afford multiple consoles. And if you're a Switch only person, like, hell yeah, you're going to be able to play all these great third parties and your great Nintendo exclusives that are your tried and true Zeldas and Marios and Animal Crossings and Star Foxes and all that jazz. As far as expectations, Alyssa, kind of took my prediction from me. Okami, like it's no. It's a good thing. I'm happy that it's a like-minded prediction, because that tells me the odds are getting higher the more that thought is out there. So I'm really hoping to see that game make a return at this year's Game Awards with that Switch 2 logo, like you said. Okami, it's just a great game. Another one that I'd love to see, especially since we're getting the new Resident Evil, is another favorite of mine, Onimusha. It looks like that game, I'm not sure if it was confirmed, but I'm almost positive that game is running in the RE engine. So if we're getting the new Resident Evil, why wouldn't we get the brand new Onimusha game? Seems like a no-brainer. Maybe not day and date, but you never know. So I think we're going to see a lot of great support from Capcom. I don't know about the newest Monster Hunter. However, one that Stash has mentioned multiple times is Monster Hunter World Complete. I think that makes a lot of sense. Get it on Switch. Like, Monster Hunter has a wonderful history on Nintendo platforms, including strong on the 3DS in Japan. So it's like, bring it over. There's an audience for it. We want to play it. But yeah, I mean, you guys, Stash, you covered so many. I think the big expectation is to see announcements that trickle in next year, whether it's this Game Awards, whether it's our different showcases and Summer Games Fest. I think the expectation is to see the Switch 2 logos that we all expected to see this year, that we now understand are due to lack of dev kits in the hands of third parties. So that's my big expectation for next year.
I mean, that's a good point, Gamebird. It gives us more reason to watch these things now, because we may now actually see the Switch 2 logo. So, I mean, I've always been hyped to watch them, but this gets, even more hype into it because there may actually be games that are coming. Normally, Nintendo kind of sits out of it for first party games, but hell, third party games coming in, it'll be fun to see which ones are like, okay, this one looks fun. Switch 2.
Yep. Oh, I'll throw another game out there too that just popped in. I've predicted this one for Switch 2 multiple times on the show, even before it was announced. The new Suda 51 game. I expect that to come to Switch 2. I don't know if it's a timed exclusive for PlayStation, but Suda loves Nintendo. It, like, No More Heroes got its popularity on Nintendo.
Yeah,
and dude, Killer 7 on the GameCube. Come on now, folks. I fully expect Romeo. I think it's called Romeo is a Dead Man to land on Switch 2. So I'd like to see a logo for that. And you made a great point, Eric. I want to double down on that. If you're a Switch or a Nintendo only fan, and you've never really tuned into like the Ubi Directs or the Capcom showcases or any sort of digital event, even for like competitors like Microsoft, now you have a reason to. Like, if you've never cared about that before, it's exciting because maybe there's only one game that gets announced for Switch 2, but maybe there's 5 or 6. You don't know. So I see that kind of boosting some viewership for some of that third-party stuff. And I fully expect to see Nintendo fans tuning into the Microsoft stuff if they weren't before. But yeah, that's it for my topic. Great job, everyone. Now,
good job.
Walk the plank.
All right. Let's get to our next topic, which goes over to the Stash Man. What are we talking about?
All right, so we're talking, of course, hey, Halloween is right around the corner. It's this Friday. And I think it's important that we take a look back at all the scary games over the years, right? Because when you think about Halloween and video games, there's not a ton of Halloween themed video games, but there are some. But there are a lot of games that are really awesome to play around Halloween, right? Scary games that are perfect to play during the spooky time of the year. So I like for all of us to just go around and talk about some games, right? And I got a list here, of course, of scary games. I want to make sure we hit all of these. However, I'd like to pass this off to anyone who has some games to talk about first, and then I can play cleanup with this list over here. So what are some scary games? And again, these don't have to be scary in their traditional sense, right? Like a horror genre game. There's games I'm sure that all of us have played throughout, the years from the 80s that were scary back then. And there might be a weird reason why we thought it was scary back then. So I'm almost more interested in hearing about games like that too. So who would like to go first?
I could jump in. I have a small list. I didn't go too crazy with this, but I did prepare a small little list. And this isn't in order of release, although I'm just going to read it off in the order that I typed it out. It's funny how it ended up kind of going in an order of generation till the end. But I'm going to take us back to the NES with a game that is very beloved to me. Maniac Mansion. This is a spooky little point and clicker adventure. And this was one of the games that got me really into that genre. It ended up being one of my favorite genres as a kid. You know, games like Day of the Tentacle, King's Quest, a lot of that stuff. But Maniac Mansion was my very first. Really cool game with multiple characters going through a haunted mansion, doing puzzles, and just a really fun time. It's super nostalgic for me. You got it? Oh, he's got the big box. I love it.
It was the NES big box that was
hell yes, dude.
Limited Run came out with it. You got the Lucasfilm logo. I'm getting mad glare. Sorry, guys, but continue.
Yeah, just a really special game to me. I have you know, some of the this is an older point and click, so some of the puzzles are a little bit nonsensical. It was like that at the time. So definitely when I was playing this, it was definitely a game that I got stuck on for many years.
I'll tell a story about this too. And
yeah, absolutely.
So my first point and click game ever was Maniac Mansion, and it was on Nintendo. We didn't have computer until like I think 94, maybe 94 we got one. But we weren't playing computer games. Like that was for work. That was for like Encarta 95. You guys remember Encarta? The encyclopedia. So it's for schoolwork really. And we're able to play some games, which we'll talk about later. But I got my start on the point and click with Maniac Mansion, and I very vividly remember we rented Maniac Mansion at Blockbuster. Got home. We're at my cousin's house. We're all in there. Like my cousin Jim, my cousin Julie, both my brothers, and I think our cousins' cousins. We're all playing Maniac Mansion. And of course, it's a one-player game. So one person's controlling it, but everyone is shouting different things to try. Because like we got stuck on this game for several years.
Years.
Yeah, there's no
So
internet.
hard.
Nobody knew how to beat it. There's no internet. If we call the hotline, we're probably gonna get beat for a week. You know I'm talking about the Nintendo hotline. We're not calling that. We're getting our ass beat for that one. And there was just no way to know what to do and some of these puzzles. And even playing like Simon the Sorcerer Origins, I just reviewed that game. That is a point and click game. And it came out, the original one came out in 1993, which is the year Day of the Tentacle came out. And going back to playing it again, it's like you have to retrain your brain to remember some of those things. And when I was playing it, so many times I was reminded of Maniac Mansion.
That's so awesome.
There we go.
My next game on the list, and Stash isn't joking. Like some of the puzzles, I mean, back in the day, you literally had to try and combine items that made no sense because you were just so stuck. Like maybe if I use the paper and the hammer together, it'll open the door. I don't know. But the next one on my list, we're moving on to the Super Nintendo, and that's Zombies Ate My Neighbors. This is a fun little one with beautiful pixel art, great animations, fun music, and it's multiplayer, guys. It's multiplayer. So this one was hours of fun with friends and a great little Halloween title. Spooky but fun, super 90s. I'm guessing he's got the special one of that too. Busted out, dude.
Here he goes.
Busted out.
Gotta go get it. Dude, is there anything he doesn't have? There were the game store. He's like, I think it's easier to tell me what games I don't have.
Yes, it
That's
was.
it.
That's exactly what it is.
Damn! Dude, look at that cover, man. So iconic.
Dude,
Right.
so good. Absolutely.
It's such a good game. And it's a game you want to play with a friend too. It's so much fun playing this 2-player, in my opinion. Like, I love it. Hours of fun.
Have we all played it? Zombies Ate My Neighbors?
It's been a
What?
long while.
Nate, you haven't?
Nope.
Dude, it's so. This is
I wish
is
we all lived
another.
in the same state. We could do retro game night.
This is a
Let's pick a
Lucasfilm game.
from
This
Stash's
was
collection.
This was LucasArts again. So
Oh.
like Maniac Mansion was LucasArts, Day of the Tentacle LucasArts, Zombies Ate My Neighbor LucasArts. Sad that they're gone now. You know, like they're there but they're gone. You know what I mean? They don't make games anymore. Sadly.
Sadly, I know. So many memories. Oh man. Yeah, I wouldn't have been a Monkey Island fan if it wasn't for Maniac Mansion. Crazy. I love those
Yeah,
games.
same here.
But moving on now to the next gen of Nintendo, and that's the Nintendo 64. And these games aren't actually spooky games, but they do feature spooky worlds. It's 2 entries here. It's a 2-for-1, and that's Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. And the 2 worlds in question are Mad Monster Mansion from the first game and Witchy World, the spooky Halloween theme park from Banjo-Tooie. Super iconic. Guys, it's got my favorite video game composer, Grant Kirkhope, my favorite game composer of
Grant's
all
the
time.
man.
Killer soundtrack. One of my favorite game soundtracks ever. The music's wonderful, but those are like it. That's my favorite 3D platformer of all time. So when I this was honestly the first thing that came to mind when I saw the topic today for like spooky themes in Nintendo games. Automatically drawn to these, just very special memories. But now let's jump onto the GameCube, and I actually have 3 entries for the GameCube. And these aren't Halloween titles. Well, one of them's pretty Halloweeny, and it's available now on Switch 2. And that's Luigi's Mansion, folks. No list is going to be complete without Luigi's Mansion. And better yet, we have 3 of them, and you could play all of them on Switch 2. Think about that. Classic, great games. Luigi's Mansion 3, so peak with some of the best visuals and best animations on the Switch 1, period. If you haven't played any of these games in the series, I couldn't recommend it more. But now we're going to bring it on down to what used to be a very special GameCube exclusive, and a game that is iconic with the GameCube, and that's Resident Evil 4. Guys, we've been talking about Resident Evil tonight. It all started with RE4 on the Nintendo GameCube, and it's one of the best entries in the series. And it has a remake that I fully expect to land on Switch 2 at some point. But guys, if you haven't played RE4, go play it. I don't care if you play the remake on other platforms. Just play this game because it kicks ass. I got one more GameCube title for you. It's a special one. It's one I know a lot of us are hoping lands on Switch at some point, and that's Eternal Darkness, baby. Has the sanity mechanics that's been trademarked. Very, very special game. Has a cult following, and I really hope it sees the light of day. And then I've got 2 more items on the list. One of them just had a new entry, and it's a game we all got to play at PAX, and that's Little Nightmares, folks.
Yeah.
Little Nightmares. Very Tim Burton-esque. It's got that kind of claymation or stop motion kind of look and feel to it. It's beautiful art, very charming, and definitely a nice vibe for the Halloween season. And then the last one, this one's kind of throwing it back again, but also keeping it modern, because we have some new collections for this series, and that's Castlevania. And I couldn't complete a spooky season Halloween game without mentioning Castlevania. So many brilliant entries from the NES all the way to the DS entries, and we've got some great collections today. Fantastic music. It's got vampires and werewolves and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So that's my spooky Nintendo Halloween list. These are ones that immediately come to mind. But yeah, I know Nintendo's not necessarily known for its horror, and who knows, guys, we might see that change this gen. We did get Emio, which isn't a horror game, but it definitely covers some pretty dark themes. And I know Kronos landed on Switch too, as well as Resident Evil Requiem's coming out. So we'll see. The tables might turn. Anyways, that's all for me.
Who would like to go next?
I can go, I guess. So I don't play a lot of like horror or thriller games, you know. When I do, they're kind of more action oriented, more like a Resident Evil kind of thing. But there's a lot of like levels in games that always stand out to me. You know, I'll go back to one just because the game never gets enough love. Anytime I can bring it up, I will. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Spooky Trails.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And it ends with like one of the best boss fights in gaming, with the opera singing and all the crazy stuff.
That's right.
Dude, it's so great.
It's so good.
It did. So that's one that makes me. But you know, I wouldn't say that one like creeps me out. It's just fun. You know, I love Halloween themed stuff. You know, you can toss out obviously Animal Crossing anytime you want. They have all the Halloween stuff in there, which is always fun. But I'm a Zelda guy. Think about all the scary things in Zelda. Bottom of the Well, Ocarina of Time. That's one of the things. Like if it's actually being remade from the ground
Dead
up,
Hand.
dude. Yeah, Dead Hand, man. Does it
look fleshy in the remake?
Like that guy still gives me nightmares. And if they are remaking this from the ground up, Bottom of the Well, they're either about to massively scale it back to keep the E rating, or we're going to T, maybe even M. Dude, there's dead bodies down there, blood everywhere, dead hand.
Dude, even Castletown at night with all the redeads walking around.
Oh my god, yeah.
The no music, it's just like the atmosphere or the Shadow Temple. Prime. I like this pick.
Yeah. You know, you can argue if you know stick with the Zelda team, literally like the entirety of Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Like the whole game.
Yeah.
You know, has even got the mask theme. You wear masks, Halloween, yeah. See what I'm saying? So there's that. There's a lot more I can bring from Zelda. I won't bring them all up because I got to leave Skyward some of them. But yeah, just stuff like that. Like there's a lot of games out there that have like Halloween themes, and you know, for those who don't know, Halloween, guys, is like my favorite holiday, like absolute 100% favorite holiday. With Nightmare Before Christmas being one of my absolute favorite movies, which is really cool because it's also a Christmas movie. So I get to watch it on repeat for 3 months instead of just 1 month. So, you know, there's a little Jack Skellington just off camera you can't see back there. Shout out to my fiance. She got that for me. But yeah, no. So I think I'll probably just leave it there for now. There is a whole bunch more that I could go over. Lots of third-party games. You know, Luigi's Mansion obviously always stands out as like that's kind of like Nintendo's Halloween style movie, right? It's about haunted mansions. Like, come on, like, you know, that's literally the theme of the games. So you know, 1 through 3. You know, 1 just dropped today, right now. It's available right now on NSO. If you want to go try out 1 on Switch 2 because it's for GameCube. Oh, you see Jack behind Eric? Sweet. Yeah, you can. It's over the shoulder. Right over the shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's back there. So it's like a little miniature. It kind of makes him a bit more cutesy, but hey, I like it.
In this town we call home, everyone hail to the pumpkin song.
In this town. Okay, we're going to stop.
Right.
The whole song.
Yeah, right.
Everybody scream. All right.
Nintenbyte the musical.
That would be an interesting concept for a show. Holy crap.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Alyssa, you want in or you want me to jump in?
I can go. So I don't really play like scary games because I'm a little weenie and I don't really like being scared. It's not necessarily the scare that I don't like. I don't like gore. I can handle blood and like bones and skeletons and stuff, but once I start seeing guts or like faces melting, I'm not a fan. Although
let's go on a Saw movie marathon.
I love the faces melting.
Please, no.
I instantly picture Indiana Jones.
Or like creepy contorted stuff. I don't vibe with that. But I am playing something somewhat scary for Halloween, so I'm looking forward to hearing what scary games Eric and Stash have played then, because I'm still kind of trying to figure out. I got a couple that I'm thinking of, but anyway, as far as like Nintendo goes, Luigi's Mansion 3, I played all of that and I really enjoyed that. I have Dark Moon on 3DS, but I didn't really get through that one, and I never finished it on the GameCube either. I know. So I'm glad that it's on NSO now, though, because I will plan to stream that eventually then, because I did want to do that. But so I'm excited about that. But Nate had already mentioned, like, basically all of Majora's Mask could be Halloween themed. Twilight Princess, even like a little bit, if you think about it, with the Twilight Zones and then, you know, the whole Twilight Realm and Wolf Link. But I don't really have too much like Nintendo related on creepy stuff. I have one other game that I will always like think of around Halloween, or anytime like I think about it, it makes me think of Halloween, is the one level in Sonic Adventure 2, Pumpkin Hill with Knuckles. You have like the towering like jack-o'-lanterns and the whole Pumpkin Hill rap song. It's so good.
There's
so
nostalgic. There's actually, I think, the best Halloween game ever, and I don't think it's ever landed on a Nintendo platform, and I think that's an absolute crime. Correct me if I'm wrong. The very first, because I think the second one's on a Nintendo platform, but the first one, which is way better than the sequel, Costume Quest.
Yeah.
Has anyone played Costume Quest? The first one's literally amazing.
It's on my list.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Take it away, Stash. Or Eric. Whoever wants to go.
No, Eric can go.
I got just a couple of them. One of them from way back in the day that was absolutely harder than hell. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Ah.
God damn.
Also, that reminded me, how did we get it this far without mentioning Castlevania?
I mentioned it.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I missed it then.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You're good.
Well, you don't have your headphones on.
I can still hear.
Yeah.
How do you think I'm responding to
I mean,
everyone?
fair enough.
Eric,
Yeah.
it's called selective hearing.
Right. Yes.
Look, I'm watching a movie. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you watching?
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
I've seen them so many times.
Right.
I think I know
Right.
what they're saying.
Exactly what they're saying.
No.
Yeah. And then, well, I mean, I don't know how the hell we got through all this and not mentioned one of Nintendo's actual zombie games, Zombie U.
That was on my list.
Oh,
Good job.
Close enough.
Was a launch game.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I was just kind of found this one out today that looks kind of interesting, but it's called Pumpkin Jack.
Oh yeah, Stash reviewed that. I played that last year. That's a really fun game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks freaking awesome. So
It is awesome. You should
Yeah.
play
Highly
it, watch
recommend.
my
Yeah.
first,
yeah, I
like
will.
it, and comment. And then
And then you'll
Yeah,
And then go
respond.
watch
play
my
it.
stream. And then go play it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. No, and then two that I want to see come to Switch, which I don't think will, but will be Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, with the kind of the obviously the zombie feelings in there. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with horror games. I don't play a ton of them, but I played the ever living crap out of Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. So I would love to see them come to Switch.
Hell yeah.
That'd be cool.
it's a good list. All right, you guys ready?
Let's hit it.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Gamebird, you said Resident Evil. You said Resident Evil 4. I got to go Resident Evil, the original, because I played this Halloween night when it came out with my cousin. I think I've told this story before on the big screen TV. And it was the projector, like projection screen, not a projector.
Yep.
But the big screen TVs from the 90s over at his house had the surround sound on, and I'll never forget how much it scared the shit out of us. Like the biggest jump scare ever when those dogs came jumping through the window in the hallway.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the best. That was like an iconic moment. And that's when I'm like, okay, I like horror games. I like scary games. That's when it really hit me. And ever since then, I've been a fan. I've searched them out, and so that one's really special. And of course, the remake on GameCube. It's like, bro, that still looks good today, which is wild, right?
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Here's one that, again, I reviewed this on my channel. Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 remake. Oh my God. That game is beyond creepy because it's the fog. And the way they're able to do the volumetric fog on PlayStation 5, which, again, this is a game, by the way, I think will come to Switch too. Because they got a lot of plans for Silent Hill as far as media goes, like with, I believe a movie's coming out. So again, you got to get it on all consoles. But the way that the enemies hide in the fog is just constantly has you on edge the whole entire game. So it's not so much jump scares. It's just that you're on edge the entire time, and the whole game plays on that. There's other areas that when you're not outside and it's not the fog, like when you're in the prison cell area and the lights are flickering, there's just so many extremely scary, creepy parts of that game. And for anyone who's a horror fan, if you have not played it, you have to play it.
It's the tension building is like masterclass in it. It's like you always feel the tension building.
Always. You always do, man. Like, and sometimes when you're playing too, like I'll hear something. It's somewhere in the house, not in the game. But I don't know if it's the game or the house. And I'll just be like, all sketched out in my house.
Yeah. Like what?
Oh God. Yeah, or Michaela will come up to me when I'm like totally into it and tap me and just scare the living shit out of me. I'm like, babe, you gotta let me know you're coming. Look at what I'm playing right now, okay? You would have a heart attack. Here's another one that does a really good job with this. Dead Space, right?
Dead Space. Oh man,
bro.
Sound design.
The sound design. Yeah, so glad you mentioned that. Like, so next level. And the way the enemies go up into the ceiling tiles or whatever and come through just so scary. Here's an old school scary one. Clock Tower.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was reminded of Clock Tower because, I think it was the last week, the week before, I reviewed By Sweet Carol on my channel. And that is a game that is also on my list as a new entry in the horror games because that game is extremely creepy for the same reasons as Clock Tower. It's very similar in that sense. Here's one, Alone in the Dark. Did you guys play Alone in the Dark back in the day on PC?
No.
PlayStation 1. It was a 3DO title as well. We rented it on 3DO when we rented the 3DO because that's where like Need for Speed first came out. A lot of people probably don't know that because they never rented the 3DO. But that was Trip Hawkins' console that he had designed. He had come from EA, and that's how Need for Speed was born. And obviously that was cutting edge back in the day because I believe it came out in '93. So imagine like Need for Speed when you're playing Super Nintendo coming out in 1993. Like, dude, this is the future. This is wild. Here's another good one. Dino Crisis. Bro. Dino Crisis. Nate, did you play Dino Crisis? I know you didn't play PlayStation back in the day. You didn't play it? Dude, it's dynamite. You got to play that game. Here's one. The House of the Dead. Come on, guys. How did we not say this one?
I forgot about House of the Dead.
Dude. Did anyone play it in the arcade? Let me ask that first.
Absolutely.
Okay, good. That was the best place to play it, of course.
Don't they have a version of House of the Dead? I think it was on Sega where it's like you have to like type. Am I wrong?
Yeah, the typing of the dead.
Typing of the Dead. Yeah, was it Dreamcast?
Dreamcast.
Is that Dreamcast? Oh my god.
Wild, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, talk
Crazy
about
times.
House of the Dead, but you're typing to kill the zombies. Don't.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
I know. It's crazy. Here's another one that came out on PC. And some of these games are really fun because they used FMV, right? FMV technology was really kind of born out of Sega CD era and PC era. And that game's Seventh Guest. That game was super creepy back in the day. And I wish more games today would use FMV technology because I'm curious what they could do with it like now in 2025. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's been over 30 years. What can we do now? Two games I'll say that are not immediately thought of as horror games, but when you play them as a kid on your PC, and again, I mentioned that we got a computer, I think in like 94, 93, sometime around then. And it was good enough to run Doom and Wolfenstein 3D, the originals. Playing those games at night, like by yourself in the dark, was actually creepy. And again, they're not scary games, but when you're like 8 years old, it's kind of scary. I don't know if you guys ever played the originals, but there's just something about them that were super creepy. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. To me, that one is the creepiest one of them all. You're literally collecting Dracula's body parts that are scattered throughout the mansions in the game. Like you literally collect his ribs and then you use his rib cage as a shield in the game. It's like your new shield. Dude, that's nuts. I love that personally. I wish we would see more weird stuff like that. Dude, Ghostbusters that came out on PS3 and 360 era, and you can get it now on Switch. It did come out on Wii as well, but that version wasn't obviously as good. But man, Ghostbusters is legit. Ghosts and Goblins, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Those are good ones.
Yeah. They piss you off too.
Oh, so much, dude. So much. I've beat them both, but I would not go back and try to beat them again today. I don't have time for that type of frustration. Here's two that, again, they're not scary games, but when you're a kid playing them, especially the first one, you're playing it at night, it's dark, you're by yourself. That's Metroid. Playing the original Metroid, Super Metroid, those games are creepy playing them by yourself as a kid with that music. Shadow Man. You guys play Shadow Man on a 64? I think it was by Acclaim. That is another good one. Blue Stinger on Dreamcast. I got that on launch day. It was by Activision. Dude, this game's so good. Like, no joke. I think I got a handful of games. I got NBA and NBC presents NBA Showtime, NFL Blitz, of course, NFL 2K, NBA 2K, Ready to Rumble Boxing, Sonic Adventure, and Blue Stinger. I don't know if I'm leaving anything out, but of all those games, like they're all awesome for different reasons. I kept coming back to Blue Stinger of all games. Like that's how good it was. Again, Gamebird, you mentioned Costume Quest, great ones. BioShock. That's another game that has some very creepy elements. The Last of Us. Dude, that game is all about tension building the whole time. And the clickers in the game. Again, they did a really good job with the sound design and the lighting. That game is beyond creepy, and literally the whole time you play it, like your heart rate is going the whole time. Like it is up. You're on edge the whole time. And I love that. Let's see. Guys, there are some creepy elements about Earthbound. I will say that. There are definitely some creepy areas. And then, okay, playing Resident Evil in VR. Like, I played like Resident Evil 4 on PlayStation VR 2, RE4 remake. Dude, that is beyond creepy. Like, insane. And then the last one I'll go with, probably one of the scariest games I've ever played. Alien Isolation.
That's a good one.
Right?
Great pick.
Do you remember when IGN played that? Like they did a video on it when it came out and they put
Didn't they
all
give
of
it
them
a-
in an office with the lights off?
Didn't they give that like a 5 out of 10?
You know, they might have. It's so funny because they had them all in the office playing it, like in a big room. And all of them were having so much fun. And then it would make sense for them to go and give it a 5 out of 10.
Too many aliens.
Let's assign it to someone who hates horror games now.
Hates sci-fi.
I got 2 more to throw out. One I don't know how the hell none of us mentioned, Five Nights.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
I'm
other
a 5-year-old.
Well,
damn, shots fired.
Sorry, no. I know it was. I just know that I never played it, but when I was after school teacher at a local elementary school, all the kids there were playing Five Nights, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm glad that's what you're into, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was for the longest time. Go ahead, Eric.
And then the last one, Poppy's Playtime.
Poppy's Playtime.
That one's pretty
Again,
freaking crazy.
Another game that was popular with the children.
I never even heard of that one.
There's something I left out too. Condemned Criminal Origins by Sega. That game is very, very creepy. Layers of Fear I had on my list, and then
Fear.
one of them's
game Fear.
Right? It
was great.
Fear too. Dead Rising. Not creepy, but a good Halloween game. And then, dude, Stubbs the Zombie. Stubbs, man.
Never heard of it.
Whoa. Hold up.
I've never heard of Stubbs the Zombie.
Can you look it up right now?
I wish.
Go see who the developer is.
Wide load and Asper. Asper?
Holy crap.
It
It's
looks
on
pretty
the-
awesome.
Wow. Yeah, I've never heard of this, dude.
Never heard of this ever.
What?
Rebel Without a Pulse.
It's so stupid. I love that. That is too funny, man. What is this?
Originally released on Xbox, looks like North America.
This game does look awesome.
It's on Switch too, by the way, guys. If you want to,
Uh-huh.
they've brought it back.
Can we play a trailer for the crowd?
You go for it. No one's stopping you.
All right, let's see. Let's see. One sec. Whoops. Sheesh. Screw it. Sorry, I'm on one screen, guys. This is a pain in the ass. Forget it. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Damn.
But what I can do is this. Continue talking. Don't wait for me. Make me uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, Sash left. So, like, it's his topic, and he's gone. I think he accidentally closed the tab. I'm pretty sure. I'm like, normally he doesn't just give out like that. Well, I don't know what to do besides move on to the next topic without Sash here. Like, he's gonna come back and be like, wait, guys, I had so many more games. I'm like, well, you weren't here, so I don't know what to tell you.
Stubbs was a strong closer.
We're down to the 3-person show. That's all right. This is the Triforce here. We run this shit.
Hell yeah.
So are you power or courage? Because we clearly know who wisdom is. Well, I can't be courage because I wouldn't do the Scooby thing, so I'm clearly power.
Okay, fair enough. I guess I'm courage.
Then
I'm
again,
brave
you
enough
won't
to.
either. So you're kind
Huh?
of chickened out as well. So I don't know.
No, man, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Oh yeah, okay, the right moment. Yeah, okay,
It'll come.
the right moment. All right. Well,
There's a time to Scoob, and there's a time to.
Time to move on to the next topic. I don't even. It's not here, so I don't know what to do. So all right, let's. Maybe dude, he could have lost power or something too. There could have been something wild going on. You never know. All right. Well, we'll move on to our next topic then. The headliner, Luigi's Mansion 4. So there appropriately is a rumor for Luigi's Mansion 4 this week. Comes from Nash Weedle. Grain of salt, all of that. Not a whole lot to it, just it's in development. That's the rumor. Not really a surprise if it was in development because after all, Next Level Games, like the Luigi's Mansion is big for them. You know, they did Strikers as well. But yeah, it wouldn't be shocking if they are working on the next Luigi's Mansion, considering that Luigi's Mansion 3 did so incredibly well. So that to me is wild that that's a rumor popping up this week. And maybe it's intentional. Maybe he's known for a little bit and decided to drop it this week. Or he's just making it up. I have no idea. But I do expect Luigi's Mansion 4 to be coming and wouldn't be shocked if it's in development. Also, probably maybe a graphical showcase for Switch 2, perhaps. Luigi's Mansion 3 looks awfully pretty on Switch. And considering that, like, it's that art style, or like, oh no, you can't get pretty, dude. Luigi's Mansion 3 legit looks amazing. So, thoughts, dreams, hopes for LM, 4. Probably like, how about you can even go like, where would you like it to take place? Because, well, if you notice, they don't just do mansions. I'll throw it over to our guest because she looks very nervous for some reason.
No, I'm not nervous. It's just late here. No, I like the idea before you guys brought up about like a Nightmare Before Christmas style Luigi's Mansion.
See, there she goes again, taking my shit.
I will. All right. I'll just say that because I did have another thing.
I'm kidding.
Or like, what if maybe they do more like a resort or like Airbnb type place where there's like a lot of different lots, and maybe you have to go through each lot trying to find Mario or whoever. Maybe somebody else gets kidnapped. Maybe Luigi's got a secret friend or something new. But
actually, that's a really cool idea. A resort.
Yeah, or like just some kind of area where there's a lot of different like cottages or like houses that people stay in, and you need to go through it. Like maybe have some outdoor elements sprinkled in, like you have to do some stuff outside. I believe in the first one there are parts like that. It's been a really long time since I've played either of the Luigi's Mansions games. But with like the HDR and the 4K with Switch 2, like I'm just picturing now like the ghosts, like the boos, like they could get some really cool glow going around them and get some really awesome lighting effects.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. You got any thoughts on what you would like to see in Luigi's Mansion 4, Gamebird?
Yeah, obviously a big one is kind of that haunted holiday theme. I love the idea of doing a spooky Christmas for Luigi's Mansion. I think it would just work so well. Just thinking of all the kind of like Christmas ghosts, Christmas themed ghosts that they could do, and bosses, and honestly, like even if they went like full on Halloween, just make the game take place on Halloween. It's the gang. Go into maybe a costume party when at a mansion where not everything is what it seems to be. I think is a really cool concept for it. So yeah, anything holiday related with Christmas being the big one, just because I think it's so much fun. And the big question is like, is Luigi coming back? Are we getting a Luigi's Mansion spinoff? Like, could that be a thing? Bring back the goo. I think we all love the goo. Nate, are you talking to us or are you talking off pod? I couldn't tell if you were muted.
We were talking off pod.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I wasn't sure if you're like a big Luigi fan or anything, and me saying that, I was like,
I mean, I do like Luigi.
Likes it gooey.
But if you hate him, it's okay. You don't like to be ooze gooey. You know, he reminds me of like ooze. You know.
Yeah. He's
you hate Luigi. All right, we
no,
established.
I like Luigi.
Although
the name does sound like a slur for some reason.
Just saying, this doesn't sound like someone who likes. I don't know. I'm not buying it.
Sounds like somebody that wants to punch him in the face.
Yeah, that you know what? That sounds believable for Gamebird.
You know me. I love assault. That's my thing.
I mean, to be fair, it's not real. It's just a copy.
True. Very fair enough. But yeah, I'd like to see Luigi come back. I'd love to see them do a big holiday theme. I actually really like what Alyssa said about the resort. That I see so many possibilities of, like, you know, you've got like the huge kind of hotel, but then the resort grounds and kind of theming it around that could be really, really cool. My hope for it is that they do less of the Luigi's Mansion 3 thing of like each floor that you load into, and instead doing like a fully realized kind of like, whether it's an open mansion or a more like open world design without the load screens where you're loading into different sectors, I think would be fun. Guys, but bring in some of that cool like Nemesis system and Mr. X system where maybe you're being hunted in certain areas of the mansion. I think would be really, really cool. Maybe a ghost that your poltergeist is in or not the what's it called? What's the vacuum called again?
Poltergeist.
Okay. That's an actual ghost. It's a poltergeist, right? Gust. Chat, sound off.
I'll look it up.
It's Poltergeist 3000.
Okay, he's got it.
Okay, Poltergeist 3000. Yeah, maybe there's a
bad.
ghost where that doesn't work on it. And I think that would be really neat. And then just double down on the puzzle mechanics. Like, you know, I love some of the puzzles that were in Luigi's Mansion 3. You know, make it feel dungeony. Give it that, you know, I love to see traditional Zelda elements bleed into other games. So there was a strong dungeony feel. And each floor almost felt like its own dungeon that led up to a boss. And I really love that about Luigi's Mansion 3. But I do agree with Nate. I do think this is going to be a visual showcase. I don't know if it's going to be like the game that pushes the boundaries of the Switch 2, but I do think it's going to be beautiful. I hope they make it darker. Not necessarily thematically darker, but the game actually darker and a little bit more spooky than 3 was and then 2 was. I know the original was darker. It had a little bit more of a spooky look to it, which I appreciate. So I hope they bring that back. And then yeah, I don't know. I just want really cool puzzle mechanics. I want a wacky theme. Take Luigi places he's never been before. And yeah, it's pretty much it off. I'm sure more ideas will pop in as I listen to everyone else, but that's what comes to mind right now. And I wouldn't be surprised to see this game dropping as early as next year.
Well, I think it's only appropriate we bring in Thunderstash. But before I ask, thoughts on a potential Luigi's Mansion 4, what he would like for it. How did it feel like getting zapped with 1.21 gigawatts?
Dude, it did not feel good, man. I'm surprised I'm even alive right now. I
It's
should have
insane.
been fried from that.
Most people don't survive that. That's unique.
I know. I just drank a canister of plutonium, though, so that got me back to life.
Did you go 88 miles an hour to get back here?
I did, dude. That's how that's the only way I was able to get back. I had to go back in time to get back to the original point and stop the bolt of lightning from hitting the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, of course, only Thunderstash can do that, right?
Yeah,
So,
clearly.
yeah, I went through a lot, but it only seemed like a couple of minutes to you guys, right? For me, it was a lot longer.
There we go. There's a whole fourth movie there, guys. Just you guys just don't even know. Stay tuned. All right, man. So thoughts, Luigi Mansion 4. What would you like to see happen with this game?
Yeah, you know what? Ever since Gamebird brought up the Christmas idea, I haven't been able to get that out of my head. As far as, like, to me, that is just such a great idea and somewhere I'd love to actually see it go. I just feel like it would fit the theme really well. And there's other things you could do too. You know, like you look at like Scrooged, right?
Mhm.
Like you could add in the Charles Dickens element to the Christmas with the
Yeah.
horror as well as a ghost. There's just the idea of that sounds really cool. And I think you mentioned before, possibly like inside a mall around Christmas time as well. Like that might be one of the areas that you can go to. And I feel like malls in general, especially now, like in 2025, right?
What the hell's a mall?
Exactly. It's like a ghost town, right? And so it's like, dude, that's the perfect setting actually for a horror scene. Like you think of games like Dead Rising, they use the mall
Mhm.
very well. Stranger Things, right? Like I think it was at season 3. I think that's the one we're rewatching all of them. But that was the one with the mall, the iconic mall scenes. And I think the Last of Us has, Last of Us Part 2 has a scene in the mall as well that takes place, a lot of the gameplay elements there. And I was like, man, that would be a really good setting also for Luigi's Mansion. So I'd like to see that. And obviously malls are just indoor malls, especially, are nostalgic now. Like here in Arizona, obviously with the weather that we have here, there's a lot of outdoor malls, and the malls that we did have that were indoor, a lot of them have been bulldozed, torn down, man. It's very sad.
We still got one. For now.
You're right.
We'll see how much longer it lasts, but for now, we still got one. And Mall of America is still going all right. But it's kind of like a tourist attraction at this point,
right?
To go to Mall of America.
Yeah, it is. And compared to what it was like back in the day, when like that was the spot, man. You used to be able to pull a lot of numbers out of the mall.
Dude, the mall was great back in the day, man. You go there, you can just go by yourself. You're gonna meet people. We have a movie theater attached to our mall.
Same.
You don't even know. Dude, you ask a girl out and go to a movie same day.
Did it a lot. Did it all the time.
Yeah. Good times at the mall.
Mhm.
It's kind of weird. I was just at the mall the other day just to get some of that teriyaki chicken because they still have that going on there. And I just walked around the mall for a bit, and I was like, God, this place is like way deader than I remember. Now I know it actually does pick up towards the holidays in November. It'll actually be pretty busy in there because all the retail stores are still open, so they must be still doing some sort of good business or something. But it's interesting. It's interesting.
It's different. Yeah, dude. I mean, when we were in high school, it's like the mall was a place you went, not even
Hang
just
out.
to shop, just to hang.
Hang
Yeah,
out,
you want to
yeah.
go to the mall and hang out. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, I don't think my kids have ever asked to go to the mall to hang out. They've asked to go to get food,
Sure.
but like that's about it. Although they do like going to Mall of America, which again, that's one of the ones that still kind of has a little bit of that going on because it is pretty packed all the time. And there's like a billion stores because it's like 5 malls in one. And you have the theme park still going in the middle, like they did back in the day. So yeah, I mean, it's still alive in very small pockets, but
It's alive and unwell.
Like I can imagine if I lived near Mall of America, if I was a kid, I still might want to go there to hang out, just because there's like so much shit to see and do. But besides that, like I couldn't imagine wanting to go to our local mall as a kid right now. Like unless you guys are just going to eat and go to a movie, I guess, because the movie theater's right there. But
We used to do the Tour de France, my cousin and I. Do you guys know what that is?
I mean, I
It's where-
probably do. But
On the bicycle.
You probably do. It happens in the food court. We coined the name, but it's when you get 3 different food items from, of course, 3 different places. That's doing the Tour de France, as we used to call it. I don't know why we called it that. That was just the name we came up with.
Chicken, the Rocky Rococos, breadsticks,
Uh-huh.
and then I would always end up with like a Dairy Queen Blizzard or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, get some get an item like at Taco Bell, get an item at like Pizza D'Amore, and then get some orange chicken over here.
Dude, yeah, I used to get the orange chicken and then the Sabaro's pizza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Back when we had Sabaro's. And then what was the other one? Oh, it was just like a Taco John's. I would go there and get some potato olays or some shit. Oh, I did. Yeah, fucking did that all the time because it's
It was
great.
the best, right?
Like, unless you live in an area with a shit ton of food trucks, it's so rare to get like all these places in one area that you can just get like one item off the menu. It's awesome. That sucks, man. I mean, thankfully, Eric, there's a new Mexican place coming into the mall now.
That doesn't surprise me. But
let me tell you which segment of the food court it's going in. The one that's only ever been Mexican the whole time. It keeps changing. Yeah, it keeps changing like every year. It's a new Mexican restaurant. It's like everyone's trying to capture the success of the chicken place, and they just can't.
Mm-hmm.
People go to the mall just for that chicken place.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. I don't even know how Rockies is still open in there. I don't know how they're surviving. But you know what? Maybe it's all online. What if they're just all the online DoorDash deliveries? Maybe you can order from the mall.
Yeah.
What's Rockies?
Rocky
Rococo's
pizza.
It's a pizza place. Yeah, I don't know how national it is. I have no idea. But I know Sabaro's is national. I've seen that in like random places.
Yeah, Sabaro's I remember.
Yeah, we used to have a Sabaro. We don't anymore. There's still one in Mall of America. Every time I go, I get it because it's nostalgic to me at this point. To have Sabaros, get their giant breadsticks that look tastier than they really are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not.
they're really
not
not
all that good.
They're really not that good, but it's nostalgic to me. So it's good now because I have the nostalgia of being disappointed as a kid.
That would be
I get
why.
to relive it as an adult.
Rockies is more of a Wisconsin, Minnesota.
It's more of a Wisconsin, Minnesota. Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't think that was national. I don't think I've ever seen it outside of the Midwest.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's cool. Nostalgic. You know where I would like to see Luigi's Mansion 4 take place, and it probably never will because I wonder if it's a little too hardcore. An abandoned hospital. It's a classic horror thing, movies.
I love this. I love the setup. Mario's in the hospital. These terminals.
So I'm saying.
You go to visit him. Turns out the hospital is not what it appeared to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go into the one room and one ghost is like shocking the other ghost trying to restart their heart.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised. They've killed Zelda in Zelda.
Sure.
Dude, Spirit Tracks, she gets like brutally murdered.
I know. Super early in that game.
Super early.
Eliminated. Get out of here.
In Odyssey, they gave Mario nipples, which I never thought I'd see. So I wouldn't hold past Nintendo to make him a hospital patient, and you go to visit him and shit hits the fan. I don't know.
Literally.
Yeah.
I mean, because look, you think of the mansion theme. Well, like, hey, hospitals kind of feel like super mega mansions sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
The really tall ones and everything. So I could see it thematically working. It's just like, yeah, but usually hospitals in like horror movies are like look, Sky sort of listen, don't watch those movies. You might not be able to handle it. It's pretty grotesque at times. So it's like, for me, I'm thinking of like all these themes of the horror movies that happen at hospitals. I'm like, dude, they can't do that. But then I'm like, they'll find a way to Mario it up though, so it'll probably be all right. They'll find a way. Dude, the thing is, what if they have different wings? Like the maternity wing, and they got like a pregnant ghost.
Oh Lord.
The children's wings, a bunch of baby ghosts doing Ring Around the Rosie, creepily or some shit. Like, what is happening right now? Anyways, look, I got lots of ideas for this Nintendo, but it's gonna take your game up a rating, so you might not want to talk to me.
I mean, I can throw mine out there.
Okay.
I haven't gone yet. And I had this thought before Stash even said it. Ghost Town. A Wild West ghost town.
Okay.
Because he said the malls are ghost towns now. I'm like, Well, okay, that was my thought, but you know, I was gonna say I thought of it before Stash said Ghost Town, but yeah, no, Wild West Ghost Town I think would be really kind of a neat setting for Luigi's Mansion type thing.
That'd be a good opportunity for a cameo for Dylan.
Oh snap! Dylan's back, baby.
Dylan's rolling western. Look out!
Or if he's not back, just have him there dead.
Yeah, have him as a ghost. Here lies Dylan, the armadillo.
H-Man, Red Dead Luigi.
Their nice way of saying we're never making another Dylan game.
Yeah, have a grave for him or something.
Dude, that would be insane. And the grave has the date of his last game, and you're like, okay, well, at least you're confirming it's done.
Yeah.
No hope for Dylan. Dude, there's so many things that could, obviously they can go back to doing another mansion, of course, after us not being at one really last game. So they could do that. I think this series is just incredible. The biggest thing I really hope they do is like beyond the theme or whatever building they choose, or if they do like a Nightmare Before Christmas kind of thing, which I think would be neat. Again, of course I do, because I think it's like amazing smash. Dude, ever since the Nightmare Before Christmas movie, I never realized you could smash Halloween and Christmas. They're so opposite of each other.
Yeah.
But I love it. Like it's just that's what makes it work. You know, opposites attract. That's literally what makes it work, is because it's so polar opposite. But setting all that aside, to me, it's all just about what do they do with the ghosts themselves? Because still to date, the best ghosts in the series are Luigi's Mansion 1. The variety, the comedy, like it literally felt like every ghost you met was like its own unique thing. And then Dark Moon came. Now, to be fair, Next Level Games didn't make Luigi's Mansion 1, but they made Dark Moon, and then like all the ghosts were basically the same. Unless it was a boss, all the ghosts were the same. And it's just, to me, felt phoned in. Now, I don't think it was really a phoned in game, but it's one of those that like they've never made Luigi's Mansion before, and I almost like they didn't understand the appeal of Luigi's Mansion and all the unique ghosts that were in it. Like every room, there was like unique ghosts. And then they did 3. So 3, my hype was a little low for 3 actually when it was coming, because I'm like, well, Next Level Games, Dark Moon, it just, I don't know, man, it was so far below 1 for me. Then they kind of nailed it with 3. Not quite as many unique ghosts as I want, but there was definitely more of them, and they did more with the story and everything. And obviously the environment and the gameplay was fantastic. So they seem to, with 3, kind of realize what makes Luigi Mansion so special. And I'm happy that that's like the best selling one now, because that sets up for 4. And so I'm hoping they continue down that line of like more unique ghosts in more unique situations. Because like some of the funniest things in Luigi Mansion 1 was walking in on ghosts just doing the craziest shit that you wouldn't think would happen in a Mario game. But here we are, it's Luigi time. It's ain't a Mario game. Every room you entered in Luigi's Mansion 1 reminded you this is not a Mario game.
I just got the best suggestion in my chat. I just want to bring it up because it's awesome.
Sure.
They said Luigi in a haunted spaceship, like Dead Space. I love that. And the Mario like franchise and these characters, like you could totally throw Luigi in space. Like no one would blink twice because of the IP and how weird Nintendo gets. But thinking of Louis on a haunted spaceship with the great sound design, oh my gosh, and like sci-fi versions.
You look out the window and it's like no hope.
Yeah,
you're just in the nothingness of space. You're like, what is happening? How did this even happen?
Yeah,
like,
I love that.
Are we ever
not a spaceship, a space station. Let's go bigger. Not a spaceship, a space
station. You see a random Luma floating by out the window.
A dead Luma.
Going absolutely batshit insane.
Dude, a dead Luma. Dude, can you imagine if you saw a dead Rosalina and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That just happened?
So
that's what happened to Rosalina.
Insane.
She ended up floating in the middle of space dead. Got it. Dude, oh yeah, haunted galaxy. Now we're going a little far. A whole galaxy of hauntedness? So is this an MMO? That's going to be the most content you're going to have to pull that off? Maybe not a lot. They'll just do it Star Fox style. Just little planets you get to visit. All right. I guess we can probably get to the Q&A section. Remember, guys, if you're watching live, all you got to do is submit your questions to Q&A. Just $2 and up super chats on any of the 3 channels, live streaming it. We obviously have a couple to get in here. 2 of these are related here because it's Samurai coming in with Bring Back NFL Blitz, NBA Jam, and NHL hits Also Metroid Prime 4 hype, but that's not alone because, of course, Demonic Brawler had to do it as well.
Mhm.
You know it. You know it. We had to get it as well. And he says, will it into existence. Let's make it happen. Of course.
We have
Must
to.
will it into existence. This must happen. Get some bigger ones here. We got J-Views coming in with a 20 saying, secure my pre-order at GameStop earlier today for Age of Imprisonment. Got to play the demo for a bit too, and it was buttery smooth. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. That's what I've been hearing. They feel like 60 FPS. Hell yeah. You can really tell it's built for the hardware. One more week. Well, technically this game was built for Switch 1. It's probably why it's so buttery smooth on Switch 2. I just want to throw that out there.
When I started reading this comment, I totally thought he was talking about AOL. I was like, oh,
Right.
like an old like Windows 95 PC.
Right.
It's like, oh wow, I got to try out AOL at GameStop. It was buttery smooth, actually.
Yeah, one of those trial discs that were in the
Oh, yeah.
magazines.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Was it the instant messenger with the open and closed door sounds?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I lived
yeah,
on AIM back in the
wanted
day.
to clarify
Yeah,
that technically they've already said it out loud that they originally were making this game for Switch 1. So part of the reason it's so smooth on Switch 2 is that it wasn't really made for Switch 2. That said, it obviously runs significantly better than they were getting it to run on Switch 1. So it made sense to be like, you know what, let's make this an exclusive. Sure, there was talks with Nintendo about whether or not it should be or not. Nintendo probably being like, yeah, man, sell our system this November. Let's go. We need more exclusives right now. Let's see here. Gamebird from State getting the member gift. Hell yeah.
Beefy.
Whoever it went to. Congratulations. Yeah, the RE9 controller. I didn't see the amiibo yet. Someone got the amiibo. Want to show me? I didn't see it.
I haven't
They've
seen
only
it either.
announced
I don't think
it.
they released it.
They've only
Yeah.
announced
Yeah.
there's no pictures.
Yeah, it's coming in summer. There's no pictures yet. I got the controller pre-ordered, and like I said, I got the generation pack, the 3-pack that comes in the box pre-ordered.
Do we know who the amiibo's of, or just that we're getting one?
Ashley.
The main character.
Main character Ashley.
Her,
Okay.
her name's Ashley, right?
I think it's Grace Ashcroft, I think.
Grace Ashcroft.
I'm thinking of
maybe?
Ashley from RE4.
Ashley from 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Grace. Okay, so Grace Ashcroft. Okay, so okay.
Which I'm
So-
guessing is the main
So I probably
character.
have a pretty good idea what it's going to look like. Okay. Did they announce a price with the amiibo? I'm guessing $40.
They actually didn't announce any prices on anything. You had to wait for the retailer to put
Till
their
the-
links up to actually get the prices, because I read the press on it.
And
There's
because
no pricing.
and there's probably no list for this yet because it's not even
Yeah,
revealed.
like Wario had posted that it was going to be 89, and I had retweeted it, and then I pulled it back and retweeted it again, but put some context. Like, I hope it's this price, because if it is, that's insane. But at the
Not
same
for the
time,
amiibo.
like $90 for a 3-pack, that would be a steal.
That's just to
Yeah, not for
clarify.
the amiibo.
He
Yeah.
wasn't saying 89 for the amiibo. He's talking
No,
about the
for the
3
games.
about the 3-pack. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I
Great.
retweeted. But
Yeah.
I want to put some context on it, because I'm like, wait, $90 for all 3 games? So we're paying $10 each for
Oh, yeah.
Resident Evil 7 and 8?
Hell yeah.
It's insane.
Cooster comes in here saying, what would everyone do if Age of Imprisonment leads to the Ocarina remake? Well, it won't lead to it story-wise.
Just takes a complete left turn. Wait,
So
what?
the complete left turn, and it is the Imprisoning War from the backstory of Ocarina
Right.
of Time. That would be insane if they somehow merge those together. I just don't think that's happening. That said, if you just mean, hey, we get this game and then it leads to Ocarina of Time remake next year, that would be sick.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I would be surprised. Look, here's the thing. I know I've been talking about Ocarina of Time remake, and we have this proof from like Aonuma that he keeps hinting at it. That's cool. But it's one of those things that like I don't want to say they've never done a from the ground remake for Zelda, because they did with Link's Awakening technically, but it's still a top-down Zelda. They didn't take it to a new perspective. A from the ground remake of a 3D Zelda game is a monumental task. And it's one that I'm really excited if it is happening. So it's one of those I'll believe it when I see it sort of things. But I want it to be real. I want it to exist. Obviously, that's why I keep talking about it. And I do truly believe it's being teased. I just worry that it's more of a remaster than a remake. And it's kind of like HDing of Ocarina of Time 3D. And I'm like, no. But if Nash Guido's legit, and a lot of people think he is, if he is legit, he said it's like a true remake. And they were like a year and a half ago, like screwing around with art styles for it. And that sounds like a from the ground up remake. So we'll see. But that would be sick. 40th anniversary, Ocarina of Time remake coming right before the Zelda movie.
Watch it be a remake that they reimagine it as a top-down Zelda. Same game and story, but it's isometric.
They go the opposite direction. We're taking it back.
I wish they
honestly,
would release.
I'd still.
Go
I was
ahead.
just gonna say, honestly, I'd still be excited for that. Just being
I would
real.
too. I want to see them release the Breath of the Wild NES edition that they were working on,
Oh,
Ah,
that
It was
they were
just a-
prototyping with.
yeah. It was just a test tool. It wasn't ever meant to be a full game. But yeah,
Yeah,
There's
but
definitely
I'd like
one.
to see them make it to a full game. That would be so cool.
it is kind of cool, dude. That test tool was kind of neat because literally, think about this, guys. They wanted to see if something would work in a 3D game by testing it in a traditional top-down Zelda environment, which is like, what? Yeah, does this make sense for Zelda? Let's just test it in the most basic Zelda we have. Hey, this is kind of cool here. Okay, it's gonna work then. Like, if you ever wonder how Breath of the Wild could somehow still feel like Zelda despite being such a departure, it's because they tested it with the OG, and they're like, hey, this actually kind of worked. Now everyone's like, we kind of want a top-down Zelda game that has some of this stuff. We should try it out. Breath of the Wild D-make. Let's go.
Remake. Yes.
That'd be cool.
it would be cool. Any of the cut content stuff that comes out from the Zelda games, I'd love to see to come to fruition. And I know they kind of done it with Breath of the Wild. There was like that cool, like almost like Sekiro, like modified arm, and that kind of bled into Tears of the Kingdom with the different hand abilities. But there was so much cool stuff from that art book that didn't make the cut. How creepy some of those monster designs were. Look like they're straight up horror game creatures. Link with the flying V electric guitar. I want that. What game is that? What Zelda mechanic was that? I want it. Or like the cool massive flying saucer. It looks like there's like a silhouette of Ganon standing on like a giant spacecraft. I want that game. And we know that they often will use cut ideas in later games. I'd love to see that come in some shape or form.
You know, I got to mention, I know you guys mentioned Majora's Mask for creepy games, but I don't think it can be understated how creepy the undead were in Hyrule Town.
Yeah.
As adult Link. Like,
screaming.
You know, that was a little terrifying back in the day. Like, you tried to definitely like not make eye contact with them because you didn't want to hear that scream because it was just like
that scream was so. And then it's funny, you hear it and like you're kind of frozen as like you're hearing it, and then you look at your character's frozen and you're like, oh,
yep,
this makes sense. Also, fuck you.
Yeah.
The Wind Waker version of
I was just thinking
were
that.
great.
Oh, the Wind
too.
Waker?
They were like cannibals. Yeah, I made them like cannibals.
That
and they,
scream
like,
was
bite
way
onto
scarier,
you.
in my opinion. I was like, oh.
Dude, I don't know, man. Imagining this, like, I'm curious how they would do it because when I was a kid, I remember when it would hop on my back. I'm like, okay, so you're hugging me from behind, and then it's just doing the humping motion, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, dude, imagining that remade in modern visuals right now. I'm like, what? Okay, are we ready for this? Are we ready for what's about to go down with those redeads? Because this is fucking insane. Oh man. Cody Dews just saying, buy me another present. Apparently, don't. I'm good, thank you. This is very merry Halloween to me. Thank you so much, Gamey Mariner. For anyone interested, the Diablo Prime Evil Collection is on sale right now on the eShop for $20 till the 31st. You get Diablo 2 and 3 along with the bonus content. 25 gigabytes of space required.
It's a great deal.
Yeah,
Great game.
Are you sponsoring it?
No.
Why not? It's got your name in it, bro.
It could be Amazon's name. Could be Metroid's name. Why is it gotta be me? There's primes before me, you know. This prime didn't exist till like 2016. There's the prime drink from the Logan Paul and KSI.
Those are getting a bad rap now. Costco stopped carrying them.
Simmer down. He's letting out a little bit of that primal rage right now. Over Stash's comment.
My name is inspired by Amazon Prime. It's like I guess we don't want to talk about Amazon because they laid off like the entire team that made the one video game they put out. Yeah, not good. More layoffs in the industry, isn't that fun?
They just laid off 30,000.
Yeah, 30,000 total people at the whole company, and then the gaming side was the entire team behind the MMO that, by the way, is still active and alive right now. But nobody's working.
Amazon. Is it Amazon like projected to lay off like 700,000 people and replace them with machines? I feel like I read about that.
Something like that over the next how many years?
75% of their staff by 2033 or earlier.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of news that came with that as well. I told Michaela last year or year before, it's going to take one company in the US to make a big statement about AI and lay a bunch of people off. I told her I predicted it would be Microsoft. Sure enough, Microsoft was the one. And right after that, it is going to be a domino effect. They're just waiting for someone to fall on the sword, and I knew it would be Microsoft. And now this is only the beginning. It is going to be very interesting, and it sucks, right? Let's be real.
If you work anywhere in the tech world, it's time to start looking for a new job and a different career path.
I know. I would not feel safe at my job at any company.
My dad can't get a new job back in the tech field. He was a CTO for a long time, high up, lots of experience. He can't get a job. He's been unemployed for like 9 months. Thousands of applications, hundreds of interviews, can't get a job. Everything's just getting replaced with AI. Which sucks. But I likened this at the time, like, I mean, and I don't know how you guys feel about this. I said this on my live streams a couple times. Like, a lot of people get mad at, about AI and replacing people, and I think in certain times you really shouldn't do that. But it reminds me of like when the assembly lines were created, we started getting conveyor belts. Like, a lot of people lost their jobs because you didn't need as many people anymore because we just got more efficient at doing things. And that kind of feels like what AI is like, making us more efficient at stuff. The problem is sometimes AI is worse. Credit to Rockstar, by the way. They made a statement today. You guys see that statement on AI?
No.
What did they say about Iverson?
Yeah. Practice. Talk about practice. No, they made a statement saying that like they didn't use like generative AI or any of that stuff for the upcoming GTA 6 because they don't think AI makes anything creative at all.
No, it pulls. It pulls from
it pulls
sources.
So they literally,
and eventually,
using it. Well, one of the most expensive video games ever, maybe the most expensive video game ever made, is like, nope, fuck AI.
I feel like the dead, like AI is great for certain things, but I feel like we're putting too much stock in it, and eventually, like if we just replace all this shit with AI, it's gonna run out of shit to pull from. You no longer have people creating stuff, like creating original art.
Like Rockstar's about to launch, the biggest video game launch of all time next year. I can't imagine any game topping what's about to happen with GTA 6 and its initial sales. No idea how it's going to sell lifetime and if it'll ever top GTA 5. That's a different conversation because you got to go north of 200 million copies, and that could happen or it could not happen. We don't know. But it is interesting. Like, they're about to launch probably the most successful game ever, and fuck AI. That's their message. They did it the hard way. They spent billions to make this game
the right way,
and they don't give a fuck because they're going to make so much money back off it. Because of, GTA 5 alone makes them billions every year. So like, it's crazy to watch it. And Nintendo too. Nintendo's talked a lot about how like they don't believe AI should be used in certain ways. Their goal is to make games that AI can't do, which is also a worthwhile goal. By the way, guys, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that like I don't truly believe that GTA 6 was made with zero AI. I think it's zero generative AI. I got a feeling somewhere in the pipeline for programming or like bug finding.
Well, AI should be used in game development. It shouldn't be used in the creation necessarily, the concepts and the themes and the art direction and the story. What it should be used is to make NPCs in the world feel more alive. Use intelligence to make things act and be more natural outside of the core elements. You want a city to feel alive. AI could be a great help in doing
Great
that.
way to do that.
Don't use AI to build your city and write your story.
That's the problem is like companies, every company has their own line in the sand on what they want to use it for. And again, I've always said it the whole time, AI is a tool. And it's just about how you use it that determines if you're using it well or not. And I think AI is going to be part of game development forever, but it's just I don't like building entire games with it. There's like, we're not that far away from AI making an entire movie. I'm like, okay, cool. It's still going to suck compared to any realistic, like actual movie with real, creativity put into it and real acting and everything.
We'll see.
Or real actors.
We'll see actors. Though. We'll see. Hollywood's been they've been sucking for a very long time, man. Very long time. I have not been a fan.
Wait till Back to the Future 4 happens and it was all made by AI.
No. Bob Gale and Bob Zemeckis won't let that happen.
I'm not saying they will.
They have it in their will.
I'm not saying they will let it happen. I'm saying someone's going to do it. You just got to give the prompt. That's the thing about AI.
Down, it should be shut down. Just like
but the moment it hits the internet, it's forever. You won't be able to get rid of it.
Yeah, there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
You'll have a hard time getting off people's hard drives.
The people who did it might get in trouble, but once it's online, it'll just be around. Anyways, so I don't know. AI is like a whole big conversation. It's tough to have because it's got its uses and it's got its pitfalls. Amazon doing that is nuts. But is anyone surprised? Amazon does it, Microsoft does it, Apple does it. All the biggest companies are going to do it. It is what it is. The biggest thing is like, does the quality of everything go down because of it? The natural assumption is yes, but we don't know. I can tell you right now, all the websites that use AI bots to pretend to be humans for customer service, it's significantly worse.
It's going to be a brutal transition because, I mean, just look at the discourse that happens online when someone even suspects that AI may have been used for a trailer, even a teaser trailer for that matter. So I don't know what in the long term it looks like, but I know that people are going to put up a fight as much as like you'll see like boycotting projects and all that sort of stuff.
People get mad at me because like people love like the themes that I put on my TV and like behind me, but like they're just basically what it is it's like live streamed and or like super long music playlists for whatever theme, like Halloween, and then there's an animation. Well, the animations are typically made by AI because the whole point of the music thing is to listen to the music. But I'm using the AI the AI background thing as a background. People get pissed about it. Like, get that shitty AI out of here. I'm like, okay, man. Well, you come up with the thousands of dollars I have to pay an artist to do this because I can't afford it. But it's free on YouTube. I get bitched at about it. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do, man. I'm a one-man show over here. I don't have the creativity to pull that off to make my background more interesting. So am I bad because I'm using it in that way? I don't know. Like, I just don't really know how I'm not saying you guys think I'm bad, but maybe you do. God, I knew you were going to grab that hat. I just knew it.
I have to. I'm in the old West now.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, all right. We could probably move on here. This is a good one. Jorge FT. We only got really like 2 left here, unless we get some more super chats in. With the RE Generation collection just announced, do you think third parties will do more collections of recent games on Switch 2? Probably.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be
Out of doubt.
like a lot of them, especially if they were like never on the system. Yes. Hey, Sony, you want to do another Last of Us collection? This is the system
know
that
they
they
do.
voted on. Come on. I know you want to.
Uncharted would be sick.
You want to do a Spider-Man collection? I'm just saying. Hey, you love your collections, Sony. Sometimes you do 3 of them in the same generation for the same games. Can we just put them on Switch 2? We'll take a collection. I only need 1, though. I don't need like 17 versions.
Who's played Uncharted? Anyone play it? Gamebird, you have, right?
Yep.
You love it?
Yes. I mean, I didn't play Uncharted 4. I've only played 1, 2, and 3. And
So good.
I love Uncharted 2 especially. I really enjoyed that one.
I think it would be really good on Nintendo, don't you?
Absolutely. But you know what? I got to shout out another game series that I actually liked more than Uncharted, but plays very similarly, and I don't think gets enough love. That Tomb Raider reboot.
Let's just say the Tomb Raiders, yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
So
I
good.
actually like it over Uncharted. Dude, oh man, those games are just so good.
They're amazing.
So good.
I beat all 3 of them. The Tomb Raider reboot, right? I think it was Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And those games got like a PS5 upgrade as well, which I played them on PS4. I never had the time to return back to them, but if those came over to like Switch 2 with those PS5 upgrades, similar to like what we're seeing with Fallout 4,
sure.
Which again, in that small amount of footage they showed of Fallout 4 for Switch 2, looks phenomenal. It looks like the PS5 version. So to get that on Nintendo Switch would be sick. But yeah, Tomb Raider and Uncharted are, they're so much the same, really, which is great. Male protagonist, female protagonist. Great games. It's like Indiana Jones.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, lots of collections. I think it's going to be probably a very popular thing on the system here. Sathius also gifted a member over on Gamer's channel. Gamer getting the love tonight.
Hell yeah, baby.
Member chat saying, how about Mari Goo and Gooishi, Goo Yoshi? Hey,
and Gooshi.
We got to go even further. You hate, Gooigi so much. They need to go all in. Versions of that.
I feel like it would be.
Had to introduce Mario real quick.
I like Gooshi, but I feel like Marigu should be Guio. Just saying, I think it should be Guio. Yeah.
That's great.
Right?
That's great.
And then they can make their own spin-off game called the Super Guio Brothers.
Here we go.
Yeah.
With Guio and Guigi. And then they could do Super Guio World and add Gooshi to it. Gooshi and the magic. Anyways,
you try to make fun of him and he takes it too far. You see what happens? He literally cannot be made fun of. I don't know if you're aware of this. Like, he has commenters every now and then, like, make a disparaging comment. It doesn't work.
Right.
It backfires every time.
Yes.
Every time. Gamebird literally cannot be made fun of. It just is impossible. You guys don't even know. Go check his comment section out. He's got a few bangers out there that you literally cannot make fun of this man. It just doesn't work. Backfires every time. You guys find a way to make fun of him. He'll come up with something creative. Let me tell you.
No, you know what actually hurts is that they never respond to my responses.
Well, of course they don't. Because
there's never a back and forth.
How do you respond? Yeah. How you can't respond?
Except for once, the first time it ever happened. I don't know what the comment was or what I responded, but they're like, "I am so sorry for what I said previously."
That's what I'm saying. That's why they can't respond. They're like, dude, you can't respond to that. Like, the way you set it up, it's like, well, they look dumb now. Like you can't say anything. It's the greatest response. Dude, I wish I had that ability for all the people that say shit to me. Dude, I should just have you log into my accounts. You have a fucking field day. Just respond.
I'll submit some responses to you sometime. Like, feel free to use any of these because they don't have to make sense. That's the beauty.
Doesn't make sense at all. Last one that we have right now, unless we get some last minute super chats in. How about Christmas themed DLC for DK Bonanza?
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Are the reindeer coming to town? Or is it full on Santa?
I'd like to see Christmas theme DLC for like any Nintendo game. It's untapped. We've talked about this before about holidays and whatnot.
Yeah, the only game that really does holiday stuff is like Animal Crossing for them. They don't really have stuff in a lot of their games. Like,
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had that great Christmas
dude,
theme
what
level.
a great,
Love
great
that
track.
level.
Yeah,
yeah, that track is so good. So I just don't know why we don't do more of that stuff.
Dude, you just gave me the best friggin' idea. They should do a holiday themed Grand Prix for Mario Kart World, where every track is a different holiday. Just cover the holidays.
That would be cool.
Sick.
How sick would that be?
That would be awesome.
Dude, I'd be on that shit. Like, I don't even know. I was gonna say white on rice. It's a common phrase, but there's brown rice too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I just understand over there just with his eyes so wide.
He's on the train right now.
The train's about to go off the rails, man.
I know things are going crazy right now. You gotta look out.
Marty's gonna have to slip him the hoverboard.
I have not legit watched these movies in a while. This kind of makes me want to watch them again. It's been a while.
So good.
Yeah, they're always good. Always, every time. Gotta watch them in order. And I know the third one isn't the greatest, but it's fine.
Oh, dude, as an adult, it's so much better.
Is it actually better as an adult?
So much better.
I'm so disappointed as a kid.
Yeah, no, I swear to you, it's flipped. For me, it was always 1, 2, 3 in order.
Yep.
Kind of 2. Sometimes like 2 and 3, but as an adult, it's 1, 3, 2 now.
Interesting. All right. I haven't watched it in a while. I'll have to make a marathon of it one of these weekends.
Should.
All right. Especially if I can convince my fiance to go pick me up some movie theater popcorn because it's just so much better.
So good, yeah.
Take the $10. Go give me a large. Let's go.
You got to watch these in 4K now. They look so good.
Yeah,
like
I bet they do.
Good.
I bet they do.
I've just gotta watch it in general.
Yeah, I still can't believe that.
Yeah.
It's got to be on a streaming service right now. Is it? Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not on one right now. I mean, they're cheap. If you just want to get like digital versions, they are cheap. But
okay, here it is, guys.
I was hoping they were going to be on. I was hoping they were going to be on a streaming server. Maybe they are. I'm just seeing the purchasable versions right now.
Netflix.
They were on Netflix at one point. It doesn't mean that it's
Currently not available to watch in our country. So if you got a VPN,
yeah, if you got a VPN, you can find out what country it's in. Yeah, but either way, they're cheap.
Yeah,
you know, like $4 or $5.
Yeah, $4.
Days. You know, now I don't know if that's the 4K version though.
Yeah, it looks like it's 4K version.
Is it?
Yeah, like Amazon Video, it's 4K. Apple TV, it's 4K.
Okay. I'm like
rent for $4, but
I don't care. What's
buy for $7 on Apple TV or $8, I should say.
It's not bad, especially if it's the 4K version. You know, I do technically have the Xbox Series X is in my bedroom right now with the Blu-ray player. How much is it to get the Blu-rays? 4Ks. Because I do have the 4K Blu-ray player in there right now, hooked up to the projector.
Depending on 40th anniversary ones just came out.
Those are probably pricey.
They're not that much.
Well, Blu-ray is $16 at Walmart.
16 for the trilogy.
anniversary.
Yeah. Looks
Yeah,
like it.
see, that's a great deal.
Ultimate Trilogy. Yeah.
That's
Blu-ray.
like
Is
1980s
it
pricing.
in 4K?
That's Blu-ray. I don't know.
Why doesn't mean it's in 4K? There's a difference between Blu-ray and 4K. Remember, Blu-ray existed before 4K was popular.
4K will be 4K UHD is what you want to look for if you want 4K.
Yeah. Well, that one's 30. But even then, $10
Is it all the movies?
The 40th anniversary version, which has the 4K Ultra HD plus Blu-ray plus digital, is $43 on Amazon. That's the one that just the most recent release.
Oh, yeah.
But again, that includes you get the 4K Ultra plus the regular, and you also get a digital copy. You know,
This
So
is
you
a
get-
digital copy playing right now from my 4K set.
Yeah,
it's nice to have.
Yeah, it's not bad. If this is still available in a couple of months, I might pick this up. Just get the digital and have the 4K Ultra. Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad price. Okay. Anyways, guys, as we're talking about DVD and Blu-ray prices, I'm Back to the
we're off
Future.
the rails again.
It happens. Well, hey, we're kind of done. We don't really have anything else. So
yeah,
let's go around the room, let people know what the hell we got going on. We're done with an early cast for once in a lifetime here. Are we done? As I'm mesmerized right now. Gamebird is playing with the imaginary nipples because they're on the
my buttons, you freak.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's what they call them nowadays?
Have you seen the intro to the podcast? You can't convince me.
That's true. That's a fair point. I've got nothing to.
Anyways, let's go to our guest, Princess Zelda.
Hey, so I'm Skywars Alyssa here on YouTube. I typically
God, I gotta advertise myself. No.
I shit. Yeah, damn it.
Damn it! I gotta advertise myself to hundreds of people. This is bullshit.
So I typically stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays as like my general schedule, although this week because of Halloween my family wants to celebrate on Thursday instead. So I'll be streaming Friday, some kind of spooky game. I was looking at Night Shift. It's like an indie game. I don't know if you guys heard of that one. So
heard of it.
Yep, heard it. Yep.
Do you have any that you recommend, Stash, off your list that don't have melting faces?
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
So, but I'll be doing that on Friday.
Some of them like all of them are kind of grotesque. I don't know.
Yeah, he's like none of them. You're not allowed to play a horror game.
All his whole list has in parentheses.
Have you
melting
played the
faces.
Plague Tale games?
No.
Those are really good.
Plague Tale.
What is it called? I'll write it down.
It's called a Plague Tale. There's two.
Okay.
There's two. There's a third in development. It's a Plague Tale Innocence, and I forget the other one. But I played them both, and these are really good, like atmospheric, creepy, no melting faces, nothing grotesque. It's really good.
Yeah, great storytelling.
Very
Great
right.
storytelling. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, I'll definitely check that out then.
Yeah, I was gonna say I played Requiem. That was the other one.
Yeah. Requiem. Great games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see those coming to Switch too.
Can't believe I didn't even think about that back when we were on that topic. I literally played that game. That's a good one to bring up.
Yeah, I had it on my list. I just didn't want to go overkill, and I already did.
I mean, you got hit by 1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah, that's what happens.
So I mean, the thing you were going a little too hardcore. Happens.
Remember Needles?
Yeah, here we go.
Now you remember him, right?
Yes. Dude, I feel like if I'm gonna watch him again, I gotta do a watch party with Stash now. That's what's gotta happen.
Get a
This
Discord
scene's so
movie
good
night
too.
going.
Yes, it is. Very good scene.
You guys know I saw Huey Lewis in the news in concert.
No, I did not. know.
Very nice.
How would I know what you done in your life?
Very nice.
I was 19.
Wasn't there.
I was 19 or no 20 years old, and I was like the youngest dude there was Huey Lewis and Chicago, and it was MILF City. and I was being hit on the whole time.
Hell yeah.
Dude, it was pretty badass because like I was literally going because I love Huey Lewis. You know, Power of Love, obviously. I grew up on it.
He's just surrounded by dinosaurs.
Oh, dude, it was great.
Wait. Were they cougars or MILFs? I mean, there's a crossover there, but
No, total MILFs, man. Not they weren't in their 50s or 60s.
Okay, so not that
they
bad.
were like 30s, 40s, and I'm like 20.
Yeah. So they're kind of hot.
Yeah,
he's
no,
walking
they're
around
like
going,
super
wow.
hot.
Yeah, extremely so.
This is cool, Baba.
These are the crossover of the sexy experience before it gets too old.
Yeah, it was perfect age. You know, for a young guy, I'm like, God, this is wild. I start going to all these concerts. Because I was like, this is all I listen to anyways. We probably have a lot in common.
Next week's episode, the MILF podcast.
Nintendo MILF.
Well, maybe I convince Yulia to come on. She's a legit MILF, so we can at least get her to come on. No, all right. All right. Get your wife. The Wives podcast is basically a MILF podcast, if that happens that one day.
So I haven't seen a text come in yet from Michaela, so she probably wasn't listening.
I was gonna say, there's no way she's cool with this conversation right now.
Yeah, probably just barely missed that one.
Now, watch her pop in the chat. Wait, what did I miss? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's
right,
in the
Eric,
past.
Eric, we got to move on before she finds out. Eric,
Yeah, right.
what do you got going on? Where can they find you?
Nothing. You can find me here and
nothing.
What? I got nothing going on.
He's got no life, guys.
No, I don't. I go to work and I go home.
Well, I mean, you said you have no life. Work is a life. Like,
I mean, sure, I guess.
No life. Like, I have no time to play video games. I also don't have a life.
Yeah.
I sit here all day and stare into the nothingness of space.
100%. No, they can find me here and on our Clips channel.
Clips channel.
Shout
out to the Clips channel. It's creeping up there.
It is.
We might catch the Birdman one day.
Damn.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Probably not. To be fair, with me promoting Birdman with my giveaways, we'll probably never catch it. But hey, you can dream. I can dream.
It's called riding those coattails, baby.
Yeah, ride those coattails. That's right. That's right. That's right. Dude, if Stash Man ever does a giveaway and ride those coattails, just ride them to the moon, baby. Trying to get you there. I'm trying to get your last two videos to crack 1K. I think I'm gonna pull it off.
Dude, I'm actually really surprised how well the vlog did, given that it's like not about
comments or whatever. Too.
Obviously, there's game content in there, and there's a little bit of commentary on the experiences, but the fact that it's just about us hanging out at PAX and almost hit a K is pretty wild.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't seen it, you guys should go watch it. Like, if you ever want to see a little behind the scenes with the crew, first time meeting each other, the vlog's great. There's a lot of good stuff in it. It's long, but it's awesome. Like, it's great editing throughout. And like, that was really cool. I read the comments on it today finally because I hadn't read any of the comments. And I'm like, dude, people love this, dude.
They loved it. I was surprised. And dude, even last show we had Sunbro Nation. I was so shocked when he said at the end of the show that he watched some of the vlog and that he loved it. And he's like, dude, I felt like I was hanging out with you guys when I was watching, which is exactly the vibe I wanted to nail. So I was like trying to find the balance. Like, I want it to be about games, but I also want it to be about the crew and what it was like being together. So really cool.
Hey, dude, we literally had a member from our audience come on our show today. Like, this is what happens.
Yeah.
This is that shot the fuck out of me. So now that we're at the end, Thunderstash, you want to let people know who you are and where they can find you?
Yep. You guys can find me on YouTube at Thunderstash Gaming. And that's where I review video games. Get my chair back up there. Yeah, I review video games. On all the consoles, Switch 2, PS5, even Xbox, Switch 1, old school games. I haven't had much time to do any retro games though, because I've been super busy with the new games. But this morning I posted my review for Dragon Quest 1+2 HD 2D
Hell
remake.
yeah.
Please go
Yep.
check that out.
Yeah, I watched it today. Good.
Yeah, dude, that was several hours of gameplay. Thanks for watching that. But yeah, check that out. That comes out tomorrow. And, I say it in my review, but I'll say it here now for everyone still watching. These games are extremely important, great significance. I'm pretty sure most people don't know that these are the first ever console JRPGs ever. This literally started it. And so these games are really important. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 are the first 2 console JRPGs ever. Came out in May 1986 over there in Japan. And then Dragon Quest 2 came out in January 1987. And then December 1987 is when Final Fantasy came out. And so that was the next one, right? But yeah, there's a lot of history there. So check it out. These games, they feel amazing. And then I've just been posting tons of reviews. Simon the Sorcerer Origins just came out. Again, that's a point and click adventure game like Maniac Mansion, Day of the Tentacle, all
It's
those
one
great
I've never
games.
played as well, so I'm gonna check out your review on that, Stash.
Oh, you got it.
That might be one I check out.
Yeah, I thought of you when I was playing it. I'm like, you would love this game. That and same with Bye Sweet Carol. I think you'd like that a lot too. But especially Simon the Sorcerer Origins, because it came out, the same time as Maniac Mansion, Day of the Tentacle, and all those. But yeah, I did that. The Good Old Days review, Once Upon a Katamari, AVGN, Angry Video Game Nerd 8-Bit. I just post a ton of reviews, and I have a lot coming. Ball Pit, Chronos, Ninja Gaiden 4. There's a lot. I don't want to name them all. But keep an eye out. A lot of reviews coming. I will be staying busy until the end of the year.
I'm curious about. I'll be checking out your Ball Pit review as well. That game looks cool.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited.
Really well. Very popular.
I would have played it the day it came out if I didn't have all those embargoes this past week and then this week with Simon and then Dragon Quest. And again, like I told you with Dragon Quest, my God, they added so much content that again, I miscalculated how long it would take to play through them by like
Well, the extra
15
content
hours.
The extra content will just take a couple hours. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That was heavy duty. I said I finished my review at 1:00 last night to get it posted for the embargo at 8. So
I believe it.
I'm tired, bro.
Yeah, I bet you. Good thing it's a little bit of an earlier show today.
Yeah, it worked out good.
Since I skipped right over you because you're focusing too much on how amazing your vlog was. I had to remind them what a good YouTuber looks like. I'm just kidding.
Now that vlog was so good. That was highly entertaining.
It was.
Yeah, I'm just giving you shit.
I'm the least disciplined YouTuber ever, so
That
but
makes like
listen,
the best content. It's crazy. When you drop something, it's fucking awesome, but you never know
well,
what's
dude,
gonna happen.
that's like the craziest thing about. Again, I joke, but like right in the coattails, like my channel's not growing insanely fast, but the speed at which it is growing for someone who sometimes it puts out a video once a month, sometimes twice a month.
Right.
I'm very pleased with the love from the community. I've got no issues with the views. And Prime, it's hard. Not this YouTube isn't my job. It's not my career. I work full time. I'm so busy, and then I've got a family. Like I'm just so busy. It's very, very tough. And the only game I've been playing is Pokemon Legends ZA. It's all I have time to play. And I hope to finish it in the near future. That way I can jump on my ever insanely growing backlog. But I do have plans for consistent content. I've said it before. My goal is 1 video, 1 live stream a week. And so, that's the plan. You guys know where to find me. Gameberg Classic here on YouTube. And I have outlined. The cool thing is I've outlined a bunch of videos. Now I just need to get them made. But I have a ton of ideas for like at least 6 videos that I have thought out right now.
Oh, yeah.
So I just got to be careful with the time sensitive stuff. That's really difficult. I don't really get codes early. So the only time I was ever able to do something like that was Ruffy in the Riverside. That was my first and only time getting a review code. So maybe if that happens again in the future with indie, I prefer to get codes for indie, a little bit more bite-sized experiences that I can finish within 20 hours or less. And if I could do that, I would love to do some review-based content. But for now, just bear with me. I love you guys for sticking around and checking out my stuff when it is.
As his next early code is Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. And he's like,
dude, that would be wild. I'd
be wild and also
depressing.
It's like, thank you and fuck. I don't know how this is it's even possible. What's sleep? Who needs sleep?
It'll be
wife.
Yeah,
you
that
don't exist for like the next couple weeks. Sorry. Jeez. Oh man. Yeah, go check out Gamebird's channel, guys. Who knows? You never know when he's gonna drop content. I can say this for sure because you know how many times he told me the vlog's almost done, and then another week went by. So the thing is, when he drops content, it's
well
like,
worth the wait.
Yeah, it's well worth the wait, and it's kind of like it's like an afternoon delight.
To be fair, though, in full transparency, it was almost done for a very long time.
Yeah, dude. He would literally say it like every week for like a month and a half straight. Like it's almost done. I think I might be dropping it in a few days. Next week comes around. Hey, we have another podcast episode. How's the vlog going? God, I'm so close, man.
I think I was writing on I just had to edit the end, the very last shot of us together that I had in my head, where it freeze frames and it says the thank you for watching. Does that kind of fun group freeze frame? That was the edit I needed to do for 2 weeks. And I was just I was like, shit, I gotta edit this. I'm so busy.
All right, guys. Well, I'm Nintendo Prime. If you don't know, you don't know. And if you do know, you do know. You can find me on YouTube. I do daily news content, or as a certain sector of the internet says, daily clickbait content, which is awesome. I am King Clickbaiter for Halloween, so it's befitting. It's not even a costume, right? It's just reality.
Somebody said you need King Clickbaiter merch.
Yeah, maybe we'll make something happen with that. So yeah, you can find me on YouTube. That's primarily where I am. I'm also over on X frequently. Got a number of stuff in the work. Obviously, some of the stuff we talked about tonight that came up with Resident Evil, that's going to be in a video tomorrow. Fisherman Mike over here saying, shout out to Stash for having one of the greatest movie trilogies of all time on in the back row. Well, I mean, he is Marty McFly.
Yeah.
He's those aren't greatest movie trilogies of all time. That's not what it is. That's his history.
That's my life's work.
Yeah, literally, it's a bioptic.
Yeah, I'll share it with you guys.
That's his legacy.
Literally. So I'm glad you think it's so great because that's him. It's Marty.
Yeah.
You want to know what happened to him after the trilogy? You're seeing it right now. He grew the stash out.
Yeah.
Started reviewing games.
Yeah. Video games really took off after 1985.
There you go. There you go.
Facts.
But yeah, no, you can find my content here. As for things in the works, a lot of the things I have in the works are just sponsorships and stuff. There's some cool things I know about, some upcoming games that I can't talk about because I'm under NDA because they're doing some sponsorships on the channel. So that's kind of cool to know some things, but then I can't talk about it with anyone. So then it kind of sucks. Gotta love that with NDAs. That said, there's going to be some cool sponsorships coming up. We also have some killer podcast episodes coming up as well. Let me just glance at who we have on the guest list because I know we have some nice guests coming up. Sheets.
The night cleaner.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. So upcoming guests we have coming up next week. We have N64 Josh and HMK coming on. So, HMK will be there for 15 minutes. Josh will be there probably till the end. To his credit, HMK in 3 straight episodes has been on longer and longer and longer. I don't know if he's going to beat the last one though. I think he made it 90 minutes. I don't know if he's going to make it more than that, but we'll see. We'll make sure his topic comes first. I don't know what the topic's going to be. I mean, Zelda, I guess, but then it also comes out the next day. So I don't know. Maybe, dude, Square, you want to give us some Kingdom Hearts news?
Right.
Kingdom Hearts 4 news. We're a little, speaking of like Dragon Quest 12, we're overdue for Kingdom Hearts 4 news as well. Way overdue.
More like Kingdom Farts, am I right?
Yeah. And then the episode after that, as I said, our Age of Imprisonment Impressions podcast. We have the Geek Apprentice, Sky Sword Alyssa, and apparently now Joycey J. So let's just add to the pack right there. That's going to be a killer show.
It's growing.
Yeah, dude. If I can get one more female, we'll be perfectly in balance. Be 4 and 4. Interesting. Can I pull that up? I know any other female Zelda content creators that want to come on? There's gotta be some. There's gotta be a bunch of them out there. Dude, what if I could get Misclick to come on? She's back now. She was just streaming the other day. She's a huge Zelda fan. Kiwi Talks, we have coming on as well later on in November. Just Kiwi Talks because, man, do we have questions. We barely touched upon questions with him last time. And he's actually kind of excited because he dropped like the Fallout news on our show, and then Fallout 4 got announced. He knew that was coming. Shout out to Thunderstash for squeezing that question in right before he was about to leave. So it's like, that we have a bunch of questions that never even got asked, and we might get even more details because he doesn't mind dropping it on our show because apparently nobody watches our show from the mega media outlets. Good. Fuck off. It's our news. I'll cover it on my YouTube channel and on our podcast. It's our news. You can stay away. You want to keep staying away and not pay attention to him over here? It's fine with me. It's fine with me. I think it's fine with him as well because sometimes he hates the attention. So
I think so too because they're professionals at spinning it.
Yeah.
Into something that he didn't really mean or say.
And then like when I cover it on like my video the next day, I post the clip. It's his words. You can't there's no way to twist it. He said what he said. Here's the words, So and that's the way I like to present things, especially when it's in video form. So he's going to be coming on. Guys, he's interviewed hundreds of game developers. He had a brand new interview just dropped that actually did get picked up. But that's what he wants to get picked up is his interviews. And he just did one recently that got picked up by all the outlets, and I'm really happy for him for that. So I think that's also another reason why he likes to come on and give us little nuggets because it does help promote that, hey, I know this stuff because I interview developers. Come watch my interviews.
He's cool. I've been keeping in contact with him on like a fairly regular basis on Twitter since he first came on, and I already liked his work. But yeah, nice guy.
He's a
sharp,
cool dude.
Yeah, he's very sharp, smart, resourceful. Knows the industry well. He's a cool dude though too. So it'd be nice to have him on.
We got Tiger Time coming back on with Favlam, and then Super Mario Day 64, Hoops and Hip Hop. I haven't hoops on in a bit. I mean, let's get him on. Sky Sword Alyssa again. She's just back again. Alyssa's back. Tell your friends. All right. Tiger Time again. We have nobody, by the way, for the end of the year shows, but the end of the year shows are going to be a little. Well, one of them is going to be a different day. I think what day is it? The 23rd or 22nd?
Jordan.
23rd. Yeah, 23rd. So we're moving the one from New Year's Eve to the eve of New Year's Eve, I suppose. So we moved that show. That's going to be just us four because it's really hard to get people on during that holiday season.
It is.
And then technically, we haven't talked about it, but our final episode of the year is technically on New Year's Eve. Whether or not we keep it on New Year's Eve, I don't know. But what I will say is, what better way to kick off the new year?
We'll have to talk about that.
Then end in the current. But I don't know if we're going to keep it on that day. We'll see. But it'll be just us four for that episode as well. And I'm sure that's going to be a big episode because that's going to be the one where we talk about the next, we recap the year. That'll be one of the topics. Then we talk about what we're most excited about for the next year. Do we have any resolutions? All that kind of stuff will be kind of on that episode. So
I was thinking about maybe trying to get tickets to the Stranger Things finale at AMC theaters.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're doing that obviously on New Year's Eve.
On New Year's Eve, yeah. No, that's fine, man.
We're thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, it's not like we can't be flexible. Watch.
Well, if we're doing the podcast, I'm not going to do it.
Well, I know that. And that's why you're bringing it up, because right now, tentatively, it is a Wednesday. The New Year's Eve lands on. Yeah, it's like, you know, we had like multiple holiday things land on the show. I haven't even looked ahead to 2026 to see if we have any holidays landing on our show.
Yeah.
But either way, guys, I'll probably be live either way on New Year's Eve, whether it's the podcast or not. But we'll talk. We'll talk. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been a killer episode, season 3, episode 24 of the Nintenbyte Podcast. Let us know your thoughts on it down in the comments below on all of our videos, or if you're on the audio version. Actually, one thing I want to say about the audio version, quick. We're on like all the places. You know, we're currently up to date as of this episode. It's on everything. It's even on Apple and stuff. We're good to go. I fixed everything there. I would love if you guys listen to the audio version, or even if you don't, if you guys would go leave a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts in particular, because your reviews, and not just like rating it, but actually write like a text review. Hey, even if you hate the show, leave the feedback, because all the reviews help these Apple and Spotify in particular spread our show to new people. And there's like huge audiences of Nintendo out there watching other podcasts that might be interested in ours if they were just aware of it. So it could get suggested to them if we get some more reviews. We got like 20 something reviews on Apple and I think like 12 on Spotify. So I'd appreciate if you guys would go give some reviews. And again, be honest. I'm not going to sit here and tell us to give us a bunch of 5 stars. Rate it however you think it deserves to be rated. Leave your feedback. I'll see all of it. I'll share your comments with the rest of the crew. So yeah. All right. That's going to do it. That is episode 24. Bye, everyone.
See you guys in the future.